And in 5, 4, 3, 2. Thanks there. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to HHW's Home Kitchen, where we cook in real time. And today is our very first, very special episode of the Great Cooking Festival, or GCF for short, where we bring in home chefs, renowned home chefs from around the world to watch them cook their spectacular signature dishes. And today we have my good friend and colleague, Chef Diori.
Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much, Barry, for having me here. I appreciate you bringing me into your home and space to make some good foods. Today, we are going to make some good foods. Saw some of the items that you have on your menu that you showed me, and I thank you for bringing those. I can't wait to taste some of your wares.
Very good.
Some of the goodies. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I sent him a link to the menu. If you want, in the chat, you can see there is actually a link to the menu he's talking about. It's called Chateau de HHW. And it's just a listing of all the foods I've cooked and put on the channel, mostly, but they're also our favorite foods that we have. And I'm glad you chose some really good dishes to pair well with what you're bringing to the table today.
I did. I'm looking forward to, we got some appetizers, and we got some of your signature dishes too. So
yes. Very nice, very nice. All right, so as we go along, we'll describe more in detail what he's cooking. Probably ask about the origin story. How did this come to be his signature dish? Why is it his signature dish? But let's just get right into it. It takes a while to cook these dishes, so we just got to start into it, right?
Absolutely. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be making two dishes today. Today I'm going to be making a dessert, something that my grandmother told me when I was 15 years old. I'm going to make buttermilk pie. If you are from the South, you probably know it, or maybe you've heard it. Some people think they refer to it as chess pie. I've had chess pie once, and I guess it's similar, but still not the same. But my grandmother from Louisiana, shout out to Leslie Armstead, taught me how to make this dish when I was 15, and I've been making it ever since. So I've been making it for almost 40 years now. And I'm also going to be making something that I make every Thanksgiving, and something that I make every big dinner that we have is mashed potatoes. I like my mashed potatoes, and family likes my mashed potatoes, and there's no real secret to it. I got to tell you, it's just a lot of butter. a lot of butter. So people like that extra buttery taste of the mashed potatoes, and I like to give it to them. So, and I add some ingredients to it, some seasonings, and like to make mine taste pretty special.
Yeah, I must say, I've been seeing the ingredients you brought in, and I am really looking forward to seeing how these dishes come together and having my very first taste ever of buttermilk pie.
All right.
I'm really excited.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started with buttermilk pie. All right. So let's take a look at the ingredients. And I'll just start off as I go with how I'm going to prepare. I have my sugar here, my granulated sugar. I have sugar, then I have eggs, okay? I have butter. You can use butter, but I always use imperial margarine. I'll give you guys the portions in just a bit. I have, of course, buttermilk. I have my different flavorings. I have some imitation coconut. I have some imitation lemon. This one I added. Grandma, this is one I added. And I have pure vanilla extract. And of course, I have all-purpose flour. All-purpose flour to use that. So the process of this takes about, say, 10, 15 minutes maybe it doesn't even have to take that long to mix together, get your pie crust together, or pie together, pie filling and whatnot. After which time I take a deep dish pie crust, 9-inch deep dish pie crust, and I pour the filling into the 9-inch deep pie crust. Now I get that from the store, so I don't make that myself. So that's not handmade. None of that's handmade, but everything else is. Everything else is put together on me. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I make 2 pies. So everything I'm telling you is for 2 pies here. Okay, so let's go ahead.
And while he's cooking his pie, I better get started too on the dishes he requested. Otherwise, we won't have time to finish. So I won't really be describing what, but if you want to go to happyhealthywife.net, where there's a link as well in the chat, pinned to the chat, with the recipes I'm going to follow. So you can follow along with my recipes, and with his, you just got to watch what he's doing and listen to him describe what's going on.
Okay, so once again, this is for 2 pies. This is for 2 pies. So I'm going to take 3 cups of sugar. 3 cups of sugar. Now, I think that's a lot of sugar personally, so I usually go a little bit less than 3. I guess for my own edification, or so that I'm not really trying to diabetic it up. So I probably got maybe 2 3/4 cups of sugar. Okay, 2 3/4 cups of sugar. Then I want to take 2 softened. You should be soft for this so that you can mix it in. Take 2 sticks of Imperial or 2 sticks of butter. Okay.
Look at that. Wagon Lit 3000. Must know you. Said, I knew it.
Well, this is happening. You may know, but you've never seen me make it before. So I better be careful with this. I don't want to put this. We don't have this on, do we?
No, it's not
okay.
on. It's not on. It's
all right.
You're cold.
So I'm okay with this.
It's not going to be on until you do the second dish.
So I'm just going to mix this in really well.
Okay, I only want 1. That makes sense.
Really like this mixer here at its speed. When I have this is Barry's here, and the one I have at home is, as he described, he has seen one before where it just shoots off and starts a mixer demon, starts a power mix.
Yeah, it's an old mixer. It was my mom's mixer. Unfortunately, the top knob broke off. It's that old.
Sorry, you just got to be careful with it. It works. I like this.
Oh, I
so
like
I'm
it
gonna
too.
mix this. I'm gonna mix this for about, I guess, 3 minutes. Till it's really broken up and really soft. Now, the margarine here, it wasn't completely softened, and that's okay. I just need to mix it a little bit longer. It's okay. Barry and I have known each other for over 20 years.
No, you look at that camera.
Barry and I
That's
know each other for over 20 years. I look at Barry. Barry and I have known each other for 20 years.
Yeah, this is the camera that shows them what you're doing up close. So
All right.
nice picture in picture.
Again, so Barry and I have known each other for 20 years. We work together. We've worked next door for the last 7 or 8 years. And
Something like that.
Barry told me one day about the show that he does, Happy Healthy Wife. And I thought it was where he would, I guess, maybe read poetry to his wife, or they go on family trips together or whatnot. But no, he told me it was a cooking show. So I was very interested in his cooking show, took a look, and I was very impressed by what he was doing and how he spends his time making these delicious dishes. Plus, he's brought some to work, and of course, they've been very good. He's brought some meat dishes to work, some desserts to work. And I know some things about him as far as what he likes to eat. And so I know that he takes care to make good dishes that are surrounded some, not just tasty, but somewhat healthful. Now, this dish here that I'm making, I wouldn't put that on that list. I would put it on the tasty list, though.
Oh, yeah.
I would put it on the tasty list. This dish this pie is requested time and time again by colleagues, coworkers, people at work, and apparently it it's good. So
At least that's what people tell you, right?
that's what people tell me. That's what people tell me.
What you got to go by. Sometimes.
Yeah, I tell you, it's one of those things. As far as when people talk about, oh, this is good, that's good. If you're, I sometimes brag about some things, but other things I'm very cautious and don't brag about. And I don't like to say I'm this great chef or I can cook or whatever. I don't like to do that. But this particular thing is buttermilk pie. So many people have said it's good, requested, and I just finally, eventually, I guess it's pretty good.
Mm.
What you doing over there?
Just getting the potatoes ready for the braised beef short ribs.
All right.
Gotta get the veggies ready first, then we cook the beef. We put it in the pressure cooker.
Okay.
So it cooks fast.
Okay, so this is usually a little tiny bit creamier as I make it, whatnot. Like I said, the margarine was not as soft as maybe it should have been. Sometimes I throw it in the microwave for a few seconds to soften it and bring it in. But it's okay. The eggs will usually do the trick as far as making it creamier or giving me that consistency I want. So the eggs do it. So now I'm going to mix in the eggs and the flour. Don't know what I'm doing. I usually go one at a time. And
No, I
don't usually do a two-hand.
Back and search a second. Oh, there it is. No wonder it's in the wrong drawer.
And always the last egg. It's always the last one.
Oh.
It's always the last one. I'll do 5 perfect egg cracks. And the last one, I'll get a little bit of a little bit of eggshell, a little bit. Okay, so now I've got the eggs. Now we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Again, the eggs give me the consistency that I want. Oh, I should have enough flour here. Oh, yeah, should be perfect.
Excellent.
Should be perfect. Okay. Oh, that's actually quite perfect. So 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And that's it. That's that. Okay. So now I'm going to mix this in for a bit until I get the consistency that I was talking about. You see it's kind of lumpy now. So it just needs to be mixed very well. So I'm gonna mix this in and I'm gonna turn the mixer up. Crank this up a bit. Want to watch for lumps, watch for flour, make sure that it's not too much on the sides. Get that flour off the sides. How you doing over there, Mr. Adams?
Doing good, doing good. Yeah, it's looking
right
nice.
back. I'm gonna make sure I do something first. I should have did it a long time ago. Forgot to do the preheating of the oven. I'll be right back. Okay.
It's on the corner.
Okay. Upper oven.
So you do the left on the left side.
Just
bake. Bake, just do the bake.
And
Now the temperature numbers. And the right side, there's the numbers.
Right side we go. And start.
And start.
All right.
Now it's heating up the top oven.
All right.
Perfect. An onion. Amazing how many dishes in America requires an onion.
Right. Mine doesn't, but I still put it in there. I like onion. You like onion?
Love onion.
I like onion. Yeah.
My mom was one of the rare people who could not stand onion.
I know some people that don't like onion. I look at them. I look at them kind of almost sneezed. I look at them kind of weird, but you don't like onion? I mean, I like onion all kind of ways. I like grilled onions on my burger, grilled onions on my steak, caramelized onions.
Ooh, especially caramelized.
I don't have any special dishes for caramelized, but I like caramelized onions. I like different varieties. I like green onions.
And the way my mom described it, she said it repeated on her. She would
Repeated?
Repeat. It would come up from her stomach, and she would taste it, and have the aftertaste, and just couldn't get rid of the aftertaste. So she didn't like onion.
Okay, so as you can see, getting some nice consistency here. I'm getting a nice mix. Once you hit the eggs and the flour with the sugar and the margarine, it mixes in pretty nice. Okay, all right. Okay, so you see the mixer pieces or parts. All right, so put this here. So next I'm gonna add all the flavorings, extracts, and the buttermilk together. I'm gonna put all that together. And that'll be the last thing I mix before I put all the mixing into a pie crust. I can get this thing off.
While you're doing that, one thing I heard, Mr. Jones, my son let me know that
Yes.
McCaffrey is this year's face of Madden.
Oh, don't remind me. Oh, come on, man. You know what that means? Come on.
I know.
You could have said you could have not brought that up all day, man. You could have left that out of this all day. Why are you putting it on it? Now it's live and everybody heard it. It's in the air. It's in the universe.
It's public knowledge. You heard that already?
I did hear about that. I saw it. Someone sent it in the group I'm in, and
I'm so
and I was like, no. I typed no. A whole bunch of O's. No.
Son sent it to you like, oh.
Oh no.
We all sent me some also. Yeah, sorry for the bad. He sent me some funny memes too, like
of possible injuries to McCaffrey?
No, nothing that mean. No, it was really funny because he had some other possible cover people for Madden, and one of them was Taylor Swift.
That'd be good.
Taylor Swift. That would be funny.
Okay, so next up we got a quarter teaspoon of mix a quarter teaspoon measurer here. What I'm going to put is I'm going to put 2 quarter teaspoons of coconut extract or flavoring, 2 of them. And the same, this is one I added, not from Grandma. Shout out to Grandma. Shout out to Leslie Armistead. So to my grandmother, Leslie Armistead, this is me adding the same amount, 2 quarter teaspoons of lemon extract. And the last flavoring, and you can use pure vanilla or you can use imitation if you want, but I put 2.
Oops.
Actually 4, because I'm making 2 pies. So 4. Teaspoons of vanilla. 4 teaspoons of vanilla. Oh, that's pretty neat.
You might use it for your.
That's pretty neat. Yeah. And the last thing like I said, is going to put 1 cup of buttermilk. 1 cup of buttermilk. Okay. So as I mix the buttermilk and all the flavorings in, as I mix all of this in, I usually try to mix this in so that, I guess I don't even know how to describe it. It's creamy, creamy consistency. It's not super thick. If you can see it, you can see the buttermilk kind of rising to the top. And all these bubbles. I'm gonna make sure to swirl this thing around so that there's no parts or pieces on the side that have clung to the side. Can't believe you brought that up, man. Why'd you do that? Sign a contract, say cool extension, we're gonna keep him for a while. Good. I guess he's already had an injury.
Oh,
When
really?
he was with Carolina, so maybe, if he's out of that. So
We'll see.
we'll see.
We'll see.
I'm not even gonna say anything jokingly to put that in the universe.
Yeah.
So what's situation with y'all again? You lost your Who'd you get? Who'd y'all pick up in the draft?
In the draft, some
Or as a trade, who'd y'all pick up?
for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, we got a Wilson.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
got rid of Wilson. He's a Broncos fan.
Yeah, got a Zach Wilson, and we picked up some. Oh, I can't remember.
You
his
got
name.
Zach Wilson? Oh, you got Zach Wilson.
We got Zach Wilson.
Oh, you lost to Wilson for a Wilson.
We lost Russell.
Oh, you lost to
picked up
Wilson for a
Zach.
Wilson.
Yeah,
Oh, that was all right. So Denver's all right.
and some guy in the draft that Sean Payton's very happy about so far
Okay.
from what I read. So we'll see.
Okay, so this is looking really good to it's almost done mixing. This is looking really good. Make sure the oven is set, preheated, and it's already ready to go. How do I know when the oven's ready to go?
It'll ding.
Oh,
It actually shows you what the temperature is currently, and it'll ding.
okay.
I've learned this oven, you do not want to put it in prior to
I
it
do not.
actually heating up,
Yeah, do not.
because it actually the heat comes from the top,
Okay.
so it'll braise whatever you're putting in for the first few minutes until it actually heats up. Learn that the
So
hard
the
way.
oven's at about 300 now. I'm gonna wait until it's all set. Mix this a little bit. Pause. Mix in a little bit more. Pause. Look over and see what's going on here.
The last one, the browning first.
All right. So anyone who I sent out the message to take a look at what's happening here with this making this pie, that's pretty much it. It's not a whole lot of ingredients, but again, apparently it's tasty. It's delicious. One of those simple recipes.
Yeah, and that recipe will be online. It will be. I will actually have it there, but I don't have it yet.
Let me check that once again. To see if I put the. I might have to make an amendment to it. I can't remember if I put for one pie,
Or
1
two.
cup of buttermilk or half a cup. Let me double check.
Yeah, it'll be on the website. After we're done here at some point, maybe
Yes,
tomorrow, I will definitely take his recipe
I did it correctly.
and I will put it into the happyhealthywife.net website so you can have it along with on that website. There'll also be a link to the, what is it? Well, it's called the VOD if you're into YouTube and whatnot. Video
VOD?
on demand.
Video on demand.
Video on demand.
Yep.
The replay for those of you who aren't into the YouTube lingo. So the replay will be available at the website as well, happyhealthywife.net. Just search. I bet if you search for Diori, it would show up. Right now, it's on the front page because this is the last thing we've done. But it'll be there. It will be there. Oh, so Wagon Lit also said, Celtics versus Mavs. Can the Mavs make history to come back and win it?
Who is sending this? This got to be one of my family members.
Yeah. Gotta be one of your family members. Can the Mavs come back? I forgot the ambience lighting. There we go. Much better.
Looking for a slice this holiday season. Who is this? Holiday season.
Yeah.
Gotta be fam. Shout out to fam. Shout out to my nephew Drew too. Just wanted to mention my nephew Drew, who's married to my niece Sherry Boo. My nephew Drew cooks. He's from New Orleans,
Oh.
from Louisiana. Cooks New Orleans. He cooks. Just makes everything just that much better. Everything the guy makes is just that much better. So shout out to nephew Drew.
Oh, yeah. My daughter recently asked me to make jambalaya.
Okay.
I must say it is now, well, I'm not big on rice dishes, but jambalaya.
You don't have to, but you don't have to make rice. I mean, is she okay with pasta?
Oh, no, yeah, she likes pasta. I mean, I'm not big on rice
Okay.
dishes, but
Oh.
the seasoning in jambalaya, that is a wonderful dish with the andouille sausage.
Andouille sausage. Just made some of that this week with cabbage. Made a cabbage and andouille sausage dish this week as one of my meals to make during the week. Try to cook a couple of things during the week so that I can last for the week as I go through this measure of fitness that I'm going to. I've lost 30 pounds since January.
Wow!
So
congrats.
working to keep that push that and keep that going. Just a heads up, I probably won't be having much of this pie. I probably won't be having a whole lot of this, but just to keep going during the week, I'll try and make 1 or 2 dishes so that I don't have to do too much, and try and make them simple and something that can last for a few days. This past week, I had what I had this past week? I had the ground turkey mixed with vegetables, broccoli, carrots, and onions, and then I had the cabbage mixed with onions and andouille sausage. Yeah. Good. Let's see what this oven temperature is. 382. We're almost there.
Wow, it's a hot bake.
You guys checking this out over here? Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but
you can see it. Barely. It's right under the.
I was gonna say you can see this. Yeah.
What they can't do is smell it. Though.
They can't smell it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
smells pretty. Yeah, smells pretty good. Smells pretty good. But you can put that up. Well, one day, maybe one day, we'll be able to put food up to the camera, and we'll have an app one day where you can here, smell this. This is what it smells like, and will come out of your phone.
That'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
These are the smells you can smell from your phone. Okay, all right. So there's a timer. You got the ding. So I'm going to take my pie crusts. Again, these are store-bought. I didn't make these. You have a for the bowl, a spoon for the bowl.
Absolutely. The very best in spatulas.
There we go. There we go.
So clean it right off. Perfect. Clean the bowl completely.
Perfect.
Use it all the time. We love it.
So who gets it afterwards?
What?
Who gets it afterwards?
Gets what?
Oh, who licks the spoon afterwards?
Oh, really? You're gonna lick that?
You mean you don't have the kid that licks the spoon or comes for the bowl or?
Well, usually not the raw stuff.
That's not everybody in my house. Whatever cakes, cookie dough, something. Somebody's coming for it.
Yeah. Somebody wants it, huh?
Yep. So I try to, with this, try to make sure it's evenly distributed using some property. some distributing property.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to math department.
Oh, look at that. Shout out to second period math 3.
Hey. Okay.
Thanks
so this should be all set.
Super chat. A lot of hot fat in here. That's good and brown. Turn that down.
Take these right over to the oven. Time is 3:40, so they come out at 4:40. It takes 1 hour. 1 hour.
1 hour.
All right, let me clean these off and get ready for my next dish.
There we go.
Come back to those later. Now, while that's cooking, I'm gonna be making the mashed potatoes. Okay. Let me take this, unplug this, or at least pull this to the side, as I don't need this right away. Okay, mashed potatoes, all it really takes is potatoes and water. So let me fill up a pot.
Ooh, that's a lot of oil. Yeah, it's plugged in. Not on yet. By the way, thanks for the shout out. Thanks, Brianna Navarro. Thank you so much, Brianna.
Hey, Brianna. Hey.
You know, it's people like you who support the channel that allow me to get beautiful things like this special.
Brianna's one of my favorite. Brianna's one of my favorite kids. I can show y'all a picture. I got her on my phone and she was sleeping. No, I won't do that. I won't do that, sweetheart. I won't do that. I won't do that. We were coming back from a bus trip, from a school trip and whatnot, and some of the students were sleeping. I caught some of them, but I won't show y'all the picture, and I'm not going to embarrass her. But shout out to Brianna Navarro, one of my good kids. Shout out to her.
Okay. And then we're going to pump it all the way up to 10 to boil the water.
Okay. All right, so I just have water here I'm going to boil. Going to start that boiling first, or at least getting it warm. And then I'm going to bring the potatoes over. I've already cut up the potatoes. Now, I usually use about 6 pretty good-sized potatoes, but these are the russet ones from the bag, so I had to grab some, different sized potatoes. So I got about 8 or 9 in here that I've cut up. And I'm going to make a lot because I'm going to take some home myself. So take some home myself.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I've seen the ingredients for your potatoes, and I am looking forward to trying them. We'll see if...
I'll get to the ingredients part afterwards as we begin mixing or putting it together. Start putting the ingredients in. Right now, it's just going to be water and potatoes. And maybe throw a little bit of salt in the pot. Maybe throw a little bit of salt in there.
A little too much beef fat.
No such thing as too much beef fat, Barry. No such thing.
No
such thing.
Really?
No such thing.
All right,
okay, maybe a little bit.
You have a layer,
maybe a little bit.
You have a layer of fat and
okay,
sauce.
Maybe, maybe a little bit.
I think there's such thing as too much beef fat. I mean, rid it off all that beef fat. Now we got to do the veggies.
Okay, so while we're waiting for this to boil, let me put some of this stuff away.
That's good temperature to saute some veggies. Ooh, Emilio Sanchez is here.
Emilio! Another one of my favorite kids. Shout out, Emilio Sanchez.
Says, hi, Mr. Jones.
Hey, Emilio.
You're my favorite teacher.
Emilio's one of my really good kids. As I talked about Emilio, I love this kid. I would never, he's seemingly shy, quiet, whatnot, until you talk to him or whatnot, and he speaks with he's very profound. He speaks with very, I'll say strength, the best way I could say it. I would not call this kid soft in any way, shape, or form. This kid is not soft. And not very tall, whatnot, and everything, but I would never call him soft, weak, or anything. He's a good kid. And I love his demeanor and love his mannerisms. Very clear on what he needs, and make sure that he lets you know. Garlic. I appreciate that. Shout out to Emilio.
Oh, very nice. You got students coming in to watch your life. How'd they learn about this, I wonder?
I don't know. I didn't tell the students. I don't know. I didn't tell the students.
That's funny.
I mean, I guess I told my kids from summer. I'm teaching summer school. So
Yeah, maybe.
I guess I told them. Maybe they told some of the others.
And I do have students who are subscribed to my channel as well.
Okay. All right.
So they might have seen the notifications.
All right.
That Mr. Jones is coming on.
All right.
And my friends tell your friends, and word gets around. Thank you guys for showing up.
It's a good math problem. We can put it together, kids. It's a good math problem. Two people tell two people. Nice exponential growing function problem. One person knows. Tell two people. Then those people tell two people. Then those people tell two people.
Now they're going to turn away because it's a math problem all of a sudden.
I know. He's like, next. What's on the other station? No.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take the potatoes that are pre-cut, and I'm just going to start putting them into. This is getting started to boil at the bottom, so I'm going to start putting these in here now. Well, lost one. Gotta wash that one off.
Okay, ready. But you know, kids. I don't mean kids. You know, everybody who's out there. Cooking is actually about math.
Well, I did talk about
And
quarter
chemistry.
teaspoons, 1 cup. Measure temperature. Yeah,
A lot of math. In
absolutely.
cooking. Math and chemistry.
Absolutely. Shout out to LP Science Department. One thing I like to do, I'm not able to do,
Any other stuff?
is make sure as I'm finished with something, try to clean it so that it doesn't linger around.
Oh,
I try to do that. I don't always do it, but I try to do it.
what a good chef. What a good chef. Put that beef fat back in the freezer so we can dump it out instead of down the sink. Wooden spatula.
That's going to be good later. That beef fat's going to be good later.
Let's see, how much? 2 cups of broth, got it.
Okay.
Yeah, as you can tell, Chef Jones has his recipes memorized. He must cook that a lot.
Well, same thing during the holidays, and same thing for the pie. It's been the same. Like I said, I've been doing it for almost 40 years. So
Yeah.
tried a couple of different things over the years. One time I tried to add strawberries.
Oh.
I tried to add strawberries to it to make it a strawberry buttermilk pie. It wasn't bad. It just the consistency wasn't there. It was when I cooked it in an hour, it was a lot softer than I wanted to. A lot more liquidy, a lot more. Not I don't want to say liquidy, but didn't hold fully.
Uh-huh.
Can I see the salt real quick?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. The salt.
If you need more, I have a whole
Just
nother
a little bit.
Another thing of it.
A little bit of salt.
Oh, those flavors are smelling good. That was Brianna's first.
Shout out to
ever.
second period math 3. Whoop, whoop. That's Brianna. Shout out to second period math 3. And Emilio's shout out to Emilio, fifth period math 3.
That was Brianna's first ever super chat. So super chat's when they actually pay money to put up a message. Ah, Mr. Jones didn't know it. That's what those blue boxes are. Anytime somebody pays money to put up a chat,
Wow.
they devote money to the channel.
Wow. Oh, covered the mic. Sorry, I hit the mic. Wow.
So very special for them to be doing that. For us.
Wow. I gotta tell you, I'm almost speechless. As my students would tell you, I'm not, but I'm almost speechless.
Bay leaf. Bay leaf. The secret to a good tasting broth.
Yes, bay leaf is a really good feature, or a feature that snuck up on me for other dishes. I didn't even catch it. Bay leaf in the chili, bay leaf in spaghetti sauce, bay leaf in. Good stuff.
Oh, I need some red wine.
Red wine?
Yep.
You need some red wine?
No, I need to put some red wine in. I have some red wine. Usually I put that in first, the red wine.
Oh, this is smelling incredible in here. By the way,
Bring that down so I can get the red wine.
this is smelling incredible. It's like smelling really good.
2-cup beef broth going in a second. Half a cup of dry red wine. Now, folks out there, if you're wondering about what red wine should you buy, you're not really gonna taste the expensive red wine versus the non-expensive red wine, but you will taste.
Oh,
I do that all the time. But you will taste the difference between a red wine and a cooking red wine. So stay away from the cooking red wines, but
stay away from the cooking red wine?
Cooking red wine. If it says cooking wine, just don't buy it. Just go out and buy like the $7 bottle of, well, that's Costco. $7 for the huge bottle. Or like a $4 bottle of red wine. You don't need the expensive stuff. Oh, there we go. Turned off on me there. So just a tip, if you like drinking, if you like cooking with alcohol, like wine, if your parents cook or if you cook with alcohol, you don't need the expensive stuff. Just buy the cheap stuff. Tastes just as good. That's my secret.
Shout out to the cheap wine.
Cheap wine. Cheap wine. And then 2 cups of beef broth, beef stock. Whew, it's almost gonna overfill this skillet, isn't it?
So how are you gonna? I'll watch. I'll watch.
You want to know what's going to happen here?
No, I'll watch.
No.
I'll watch. I imagine you're gonna put those back into these wonderfully browned, delicious short ribs.
Yep, that's definitely going to happen. if you're not familiar with short ribs and cuts of beef like this, it takes a long time to make them tender.
Yep.
So we're going to use a shortcut.
Yep. Oh, okay. I do. I am familiar with some of these things. My son Jordan, he awesome chef. Had schooled me on some of these things. One thing he schooled me on was a brisket that it took him 10 hours, I think.
Oh, yeah, it's not surprising.
Or longer than that.
Uh-oh. Let me double check. No, power's good here.
Okay.
No, it definitely cut out. Hold on.
Oh, it cut out all over. I can see the microwave.
Let's see if this is the problem.
Oven's on.
Did it come back on?
Not this.
You hear the beeping thing going, that's why. All right, let's
You're still steaming and the microwave is still on.
Shouldn't be. Oh, the microwave's on a different plug, that's why.
Okay. Well, I was just suggesting that it's not the entire house.
Yeah, no, it's not. Some of my plugs aren't very
Pluggy?
the plug doesn't stay, let's put it that way.
Okay. Oh, I got you.
Let's see. See if this will.
Okay.
We good?
What do we got?
Function. That puts on. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And we're back. It's all right. We're good. We have plenty of time. The pie takes an hour. We are 16 minutes in. So this should be all set.
Oh, rice vinegar. Huh. Yeah, I already had the red wine. Don't need red wine vinegar. Rice vinegar is good. This one.
Oh, white vinegar today.
Rice.
About white vinegar today, I was watching my sister. She put white vinegar. My sister Carla. Shout out to my sister Carla. She put white vinegar into for cucumbers to pickle them.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, and just to make them, put them in the fridge for a few hours. But it was tasty.
Oh,
Just white vinegars.
I'm not using the stove today. I can do this actually on the stove. Set that over there. Pressure cooker. That's the secret to tender cooking. There it is. Sorry about that. It's my Taekwondo training. Anytime I gotta move, I like to make noise.
Is that what that was?
Oh, like whenever I
Is that what that was?
bend over. This feels better. Just let it out.
That's a yoga move.
It's an old man thing.
That's an old man move.
An old man thing, right? Were you back here on that, Joe, or is that?
That's me, and that's me getting up in the morning.
That's you
me
too?
getting up in the morning.
Got to make the noise.
Yeah, just it's just and an exhale.
All right, we can turn off the campfire stove for now. We'll come back. But this, just making sure your thing's getting hot. This is the tough part. The transfer.
Yeah, that's perfect. You had enough of it over the pressure
Beautiful.
cooker. You had enough of it over the pressure cooker just to make sure it did not No spillage. 100% perfect. No spillage.
All right, now bone.
Come on, man. Can I just have one of these, man?
It's pretty raw inside. You really want?
I just the outside. Just leave me off the outside. Just peel me off an outside. I'm kidding. Just
No, I'm showing them what it looks like.
Just peel me off an outside piece.
Ah, like on those rotisserie meats, right? Just shave off the outside.
Just shave me off an outside.
Shave off the outside. Yeah.
You ever been to a steakhouse? One of these Brazilian steakhouses?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, those are some of the best. One of the Brazilian steakhouses. My
Bone side up.
kids took me there for my master's graduation ceremony. My kids took me to a steakhouse, and I'd been to one for the first time. And I just love them ever since. They bring all the meats to you. Mm. I mean, one that's Agora. There was one in Costa Mesa. It's no longer there, I found out.
Oh.
Yeah. Can't give them really a shout out. But shout out to Agora. But they bring the meats to you, all different types, and they just they have this system where you have a little thing you turn on your table, and if you turn it on green, that means go and keep the meats coming. So they have top sirloin, they had prime rib, they had chicken parts, delicious. They had chicken gizzards, and chicken gizzards were good the way they made them. They had the sausages, the pork sausages. They had, I think they had beef ribs. They had beef ribs. They had pork ribs. And so you just take a piece of each, so you don't just kill yourself eating, but you try to get as much delicious taste. It's perfectly seasoned, perfectly made. They'll slice a piece off. If you want one that's medium or medium well or well done. So they really have that thing together there. It was really good.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Now they're floating in the broth.
If you can see inside the pot, I'm not sure if you can see inside the pot, the potatoes, the inside is still white, and you can tell that's firm, and the outside is starting to, I guess, darken as it cooks. And you can see a piece of the potato. So that's how I try to tell my best to tell if it's already prepared and ready to go as far as to mash it. I don't want to have two potatoes too undercooked. I don't want to have them too undercooked.
We always use the poke test.
I do the poke test. If you poke it and it breaks apart.
Oh, it's like if the fork goes in cleanly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's. It sounds nice to have your own obvious method for figuring out.
No, I don't have an obvious method. I mean, I just kind of think because I do the fork test.
Fork test?
I do the fork test. But after I've done mine, usually got clearly it's ready.
Yeah.
Clearly it's ready. I let it go. In other words, usually I let it cook too much. I mean,
you and me both.
Yeah, and it's not a problem. And I'd rather do that than undercook any day. So.
Yeah. So where did you learn your mashed potatoes from?
Shout out to my one of my moms, Mary Riley. I watched her cook potatoes, and over the years for a family dinner, one of my best friends, Dan.
45.
He and when we became friends as we were teenagers in high school, I'd go over to their house. She'd be making potatoes, and she'd make mashed potatoes, but she'd do it by hand. She'd do everything by hand until the end, where she might have got a mixer at the end or whatnot. But she'd be making mashed potatoes, and I thought it was wonderful to watch. And the potatoes tasted good. So with me, I took her, and it wasn't really a recipe. I just took what she was doing and put some things in mine and added some flavorings to mine. And I saw some things that I like hers were salt, pepper, butter, which is standard and delicious.
Mm-hmm. My mom's, salt,
standards.
butter. She had some milk too, but cream
yes,
too.
Yes, absolutely.
Cream.
Yes,
that's the standard. Salt, pepper, butter, milk.
Salt, pepper, butter, milk. Yep,
that's your standard mashed potato ingredients. If you didn't know, that's what you do. Put it in.
Yep, the standard ingredients for mashed potatoes, and that I've noticed is salt, pepper, butter, and not even everybody uses milk, but lots of people in recipes, they use milk. And I use milk too. So salt, pepper, butter. But I've added some ingredients over the years. I added seasoning salt, Lowry seasoning salt, just a little bit. The season. I add Parmesan cheese a little bit. Add basil a little bit. And garlic powder. Well, garlic powder was one prior. I throw in onions as well as I mix it at the end. And I'll put in buttermilk, and of course I put in milk as well. But when I'm putting in here for the flavor, because I just like this on everything, slap your mama.
Ah, so good.
Slap your mama.
You turned me on to the slap your mama.
Yeah, I think I told Mr. Adams about slap your mama, and he told me where to find it. So I told him about it, and he told me where to find it.
Just have to be walking at Superior Market.
Right.
For those of you in La Puente area
Right.
or anywhere near the Superior Market, just
Yep.
walk down.
Yep.
Whole area of slap your mama.
Yep. So I saw the slap your mamas in Superior, but then I went back and they, shout out to Superior in La Puente, City Ministry. But I didn't see them on the aisle. I noticed they weren't on the aisle. So, but I hope they bring it back because it was.
I saw it.
You just saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. That's where I got mine recently.
Which one? Oh, nice. Okay.
Some slap your
At the
mama.
one in City Ministry.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, right off.
Then I'll be back.
Right off the valley.
Then I'll be back. The only reason
Yeah.
I got these from Amazon because I couldn't find them.
They rearranged everything.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find, but
Okay.
wow.
Look forward to it.
There's a whole area of slap your mama. I think it's near like all the fish bake stuff, the panko.
I looked there.
You looked there? And
I looked there.
Oh.
When they have it outside of the fish
Yeah.
bake stuff, they have it outside. Yeah, I looked there.
Yeah, it's not near the seasoning. Like the seasoning, where I have all the seasonings, not there. It's in like a
That's where I looked
separate
first.
area.
That's where I looked first.
Slap your mama. Yeah, you turned me on to that. I remember you asked
Are
Christina.
these cucumbers from Costco?
No, they're not actually.
The cocktail cucumbers?
Well, they are Persian cucumbers. They are.
Yeah, these are the ones. Well, these are like.
They're like the ones.
The ones from
the ones you get in Costco. Yes,
Yeah.
they definitely are like that.
Yeah.
No, I usually use English cucumbers, but on the weekend I was at a place in Arizona and they had these. They had like this basically this salad mostly. They added some onion too. I'm not gonna add onion, raw onion, but they used these cucumbers and cherry tomatoes. I'm like, oh, that's even better than what I've done before. So I'm like, all right, let's go with that. I usually use just like the Roma tomatoes, but
That's what I use. I was just gonna say that.
but
When I do cucumbers, I use regular cucumbers. I don't use these so much, but I'm gonna start using these more because these are the ones at Costco.
yeah.
So I'm gonna start using these more and they're good too, and they're very good for pickling and whatnot. But I'm gonna use these too, and I use Roma tomatoes.
Yep. This is the dish I'm doing second because we make it and just put it in the fridge and just wait. Whereas the last dish I'm making, you don't want to have it done and just sit there and wait. No, So you went through the menus and just looked at the different recipes I had, just like the pictures.
I did.
And you said, "Oh, that looks good."
I did.
That looks good.
I did.
And you kind of based it on what you're bringing to the table too, right? You said,
Yeah, I said I got dessert.
Yeah, that's
I got
right.
dessert and mashed potatoes.
I'll cook these two, and these ones go good with what?
Yeah. Well, I was, that was kind of a hope. You said you would, and I'm like, okay, I'm sure he will, but I don't,
Oh, absolutely.
I felt kind of guilty because you got more of the, got more of a heavy lifting.
Oh no, that's what this show is about. It's about, I would, even if someone came in and said, "I'm bringing peanut butter and jelly sandwiches." All right, choose
That's
3 of my
right.
dishes,
All
and
right.
we'll trade.
All right.
I'm all for that. I'm all for that.
I hope you like the mashed potatoes.
Grilled cheese, sure. You come with grilled
Right.
cheese, absolutely.
Right.
Sure,
Right.
bring it. I
Right.
want to taste your grilled cheese.
Right.
I want to taste whatever you're bringing, whatever your signature dish is. Bring it, and I'll provide some whatever you want. That's the whole point. To come together and enjoy.
He's making some good stuff.
come together and enjoy. Well, I've been smelling that buttermilk pie. I am ready to taste it already. But
He's making some stuff.
I see what you're putting in your mashed potatoes. Like, oh, I love those seasonings.
So we got about half an hour to go for the buttermilk pie.
It's already smelling good. Yeah.
As you cook it, you may want to bake it, the pie. You may want to check it by opening the fridge and see if it's not browning too fast on the top. It should be slightly brown right now on the top. Let me just check.
What if it is browning?
If it's browning extra, then to me that's something in the oven is probably off.
Oh,
It's probably off. So, but I just have to measure it. I have to watch, maybe lower the temperature, whatnot. But this one's looking really good.
oh, good. So you don't ever like
The
put
brown is perfect. It's looking really good.
So you don't ever like just put foil on top to stop it from the browning?
No.
Okay.
No, is that a thing?
It is a thing. Oh. Never knew about that? No. I don't know if it would work on that pie, but that's the trick. So like whenever you're cooking like lasagna or any of those Italian dishes and it has to cook for like an hour, or any casseroles that has cheese on top, cover it in foil for the first part.
And then take it off at
and then
the
take
end.
off the oil in the end so that the top browns. That's the secret to making it brown and not black.
I never thought about that for pie.
Probably. I mean, that's also like if the crust is getting too brown, that's the other. You just put foil around the edge and the crust stops browning. It's nice. Yeah.
Thank you for that tip.
I mean, I don't know if it'll work on your pie, but I've seen it work on lots of other things. So that's one thing I do all the time. Another trick is when I do my broccoli and cheese. You know, I see some recipes online where you put the broccoli in the thing, you put the cheese on top, put it in the oven for like 12 minutes, but then the cheese is obliterated. So no. What I do is I broccoli really hot, 425, the nice roasting broccoli, or 450, really hot. Last 2 minutes, put the cheese on.
Right.
Just to melt it.
Right.
Last 2 minutes, put on the cheese.
Well, that's what I do with eggs and stuff like that too.
Yeah. That stops it from like browning the thing considerably. So yeah, that's the main trick. Put foil on it. You don't want whatever it is to brown, to burn. Just put some foil on it. Put some foil on it. Yeah, I think with mashed potatoes is they take a while to.
It's good. It's good.
To soften.
It should be. We should be right on time with the.
With the pie.
With the pie, as far as taking it out.
Yeah.
And then being able to mix together the mashed potatoes and.
Oh,
it's good. It's good.
I love a good cucumber. So this cucumber tomato salad actually has feta too. Basically, you just have the same amount of cucumber as tomatoes. Right. I'm gonna have a little more cucumber, looks like, but that's all right. Let's try and even them up half and half.
Looks good. That looks good. I like cucumber tomato mixed salads. I like a good cucumber tomato salad.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid this won't be as good as what I had at the restaurant, because they didn't just put in what I'm gonna put in. They had like taste Italian a little bit, you know, like had some other seasonings that. Mine's pretty plain. Mine's more of a Greek Romanian style, so it's kind of plain. Tested cucumber. That's too small to put in. Oh, that's good cucumber.
So I say it looks like we got about maybe 10 to 15, maybe 10 minutes to go with the potatoes. Maybe we'll test it in 10 minutes. See what they got going.
Do I have a bigger bowl?
So does any of I know you cook. Kids cook?
My daughter, she loves baking.
Okay.
My son, I'm trying to teach a little at least now that he's in college. But
of course.
No, he really doesn't.
Of course.
Have to go bigger. This is going to be too much, so sizing up my options. Let's see. I'll go with the big one. Bigger is better.
Who is the wants to slice for the holiday season?
I don't know who that is.
So who's gonna help eat all the food? Who's gonna help eat all the food when you're done?
Yeah, that's the secret.
Who's Go Dodgers? Who is the Go Dodgers?
Go Dodgers? Who? Wow.
Who's up there? Go Dodgers. Okay, all right. Hold on a second. I got something for you.
Oh, that's a good question. Who eats all the food when we're done?
I got something for you. Whoever Go Dodgers is, I got something for you. Yeah, check this. Put this right in the camera. Check this. Yeah. You know what it is. Go Giants. Go Giants. Go Giants. Someone knows how to get me
get you riled up.
Get my riled up. Get my balls one. Get one. Put up anything with the Dodgers.
Dodgers.
I am originally from the Bay Area, so I'm originally from the San Francisco Bay Area. Shout out Richmond, California, Richmond and San Pablo. So
the Dodgers are the new Atlanta Braves.
the Dodgers are the new Atlanta Braves. What? Go to the win, get to the playoffs, can't win, poo. Got it.
Exactly.
Got it.
The new Atlanta Braves. I mean, it's pretty much true. Some people want to discount their 1 year they won because that was the COVID year. What am I doing?
I didn't say that. 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 Shout out to my man, Mr. Zamora. I didn't say that. Joey, I didn't say that. I didn't say it. He said it. I didn't say it. Might have thought it a couple times, but I didn't say it.
No. So the question was, who eats this food that we make? We just throw it out. Me, eat it?
Yeah, nobody's gonna eat this stuff. We just, gonna make it and let it sit, take some pictures, and then that's it.
Yeah, I got to take some pictures in the end.
That's it.
Yeah, I've been here before. So yeah, I've been here before. That's what in the end, we're gonna take pictures. You'll actually see me take the pictures, so you realize that the thumbnails are real food. It's not like those fake pictures you see in magazines of the burgers that look perfect, and then you go to McDonald's and it looks nothing like the picture, right? Or Burger King.
I like those places. Giant, huge burger on the billboard. You get there, it's like you can eat it with your two fingers for both hands.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's not a burger. They do that with the fillet of fish. They do that with the fillet of fish.
But to really answer your question, so my family, they're not here, not downstairs right now. They're working on their own stuff. So we cook. And that's generally how it works in my house. Is they work on their stuff, maybe on the computer or doing some homework. My wife is very heavily into working, reading, studying. And so once we finish and we turn off the live, you might actually see Happy Healthy Daughter come down, who is she likes to bake. She is the baker of the family. She loves baking. Yeah. So she might come down and part of the taste test. Or even today, my son is back from college, and he might even come down and help with the tasting, depending. Happy Healthy Wife is upstairs watching the live stream, actually, if you can believe it. So she's kind of like my eyes and ears as well. One time when something was going wrong, she yelled down at me from upstairs. That was fun. But
Did she catch the house from burning down?
No. It's just like something's wrong with the live stream. It wasn't streaming. Or something like that. Yeah, so
fire in the background.
So, then after we turn off the live, we sit down at the table and we eat dinner. I mean, it looks like they're going to have a lot of food. So, this is my first time trying this type of an episode. So I only, I asked my good friend Chef Diori over. See, because we work well together.
We talked about it towards the end of the school year.
Oh, we've been talking about it for months.
Yeah, we talked about it for a while.
So life got in the way.
We finally set a date to it.
Yeah, it's life got in the way, and so we didn't get it done until summer, which is perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe after doing this one, maybe future ones, I might, invite the chef over. The chef contacts me and wants to come over. It's like, all right, sounds good. They might decide, together, might have more than just the guest chef in my family eat. Bring some of his friends over, and they could.
Absolutely.
They might not want to watch the live, but they could.
They may just be here for the eating part.
Yeah, they might be outside enjoying the backyard or something like that.
Exactly. Where's that fork at?
Which fork do you need?
I need a fork, like a
You want a prong
poker
fork?
fork. Poker fork.
Like a
prong fork. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
My best
There
one.
it is. Like this. This looks like what's it called?
It is.
Cutco. Cutco. It is.
It is Cutco.
Looks like mine.
Oh. How did you get Cutco?
Former student.
Former student.
Former student. So, students, if you guys, you're in good with your teachers, if students that are watching, if you're in good with your teachers, if you have items that you or something you work with after, and it's up for sale and interesting and good stuff, then call on some of your former teachers.
Yeah,
as we continue to help support what our kids are doing.
that was my summer job. Actually, it
Is
was.
this one from your summer job?
Yeah, actually, that was.
What?
Yes, it is.
If he's saying this is his summer job, y'all know how old he is. If you're saying this is his summer job, this thing is really, really here for life.
Yeah,
this thing has been around for years.
The knife we've been cutting with, summer job.
Nice.
Back in
Cutco.
1991, something like that.
Do you hear that?
Long time ago. Actually, it was like
done.
It was it wasn't really a summer job. It was like a 2-week job.
Right.
Because that's when I learned I hated being a salesman.
Yes. That's where my brother learned it. That's where I learned it. That's where a lot of people learned it. What did you sell? So some of the things I sold in the summer. Vacuum cleaners. I think I tried my hand at Cutco for a second.
Yeah, we had to buy the knives just to sell it.
Yeah, I didn't have to buy a vacuum cleaner, thank God.
Oh, okay.
In 1990, this is 1990, $1,500 vacuum cleaner, 1990.
Wow.
Yeah.
My gosh, that's like half the price of a car back then.
$1,500 vacuum cleaner. We're selling to people.
Partly for me, I just felt bad. It's like, when I was that young, I'm like, you don't really need this stuff.
Yeah, when we were selling the vacs, I said, this is good. And I guess it's better than the old ones they have. But it ain't that good. It ain't that good.
Yeah, I just felt like I couldn't sell it because I didn't believe in the product enough to force somebody to buy.
I get that. I understand.
To buy this knife for like $80.
Yeah.
I think I paid $200 or $300 something for my set so that I could demonstrate. Oh, the demonstrations were wonderful. I love the demonstrations.
Demonstrations are great. I was great at demonstrating. I was wonderful. I could demonstrate with the best of them.
Yeah, one of my live streams, I showed the cutting the penny demonstration that Cutco has you do.
All right, so this is just about done. I'm going to go another 3 minutes.
With a pair of scissors, you cut through a penny. You can even cut it into a corkscrew. Actually, that was actually the best-selling item. I only actually demonstrated 9 times, but almost everyone that had my demonstration, they're all friends and relatives.
Of course.
They bought the pennies. They bought the scissors because they're just so good. And my mom didn't have a good set of knives, and she loved to cook. So she bought the whole shebang, the whole $600 set.
Mine was
of knives.
Mine was $900.
And they're still working today.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Cutco.
They're not these cheap things you buy on Amazon. Although you can buy them on Amazon now. But you also notice that if you look at I don't have Cutco. I do have some affiliate links. I don't put Cutco there because I don't expect you to pay this much for a knife. It's not your job usually. You don't really need to spend. True, this does last me forever. Still sharp, still cutting good. But you don't need to buy an expensive knife if you don't want to. Yeah, the handle's cool.
Yep.
That's the great thing about this induction thing that I found. So you turn it off, you're done with the... Okay, just making sure. Because I see it says...
it's telling me it's hot.
It's hot, yeah. No, it means the surface is hot, not the handles. But, when I put this on the stove, these handles always get so hot. But on this induction surface, it doesn't get to the plastic. You can. This is a little hot, I think. That's a little
on there, but this part is this part is fine.
It's funny, you know. Otherwise, I'd always like use something besides my hands, you know, like a towel or something to do that. All right. By the way, so you know, you can see Chef Jones there has his recipes memorized. Of course, mashed potatoes. At least my daughter does.
I don't really have honestly. I don't have a recipe for mashed. I don't.
Well, I mean, but my daughter is the one who does our mashed potatoes, and I mean, basically, I've done it too. I know what to do, but she's the one who likes to do them. But basically, for mashed potatoes, for us, it's just you put stuff in and you taste it.
Yep.
Say, needs a little more butter. Needs a little more milk.
You got it.
Needs a little more creaminess. Let me add some milk.
You got it.
Needs a little more salt because it's not salty enough. Needs a little more pepper, and you just taste and you put in what you like.
He's got it. That's 100%. That's 100% of how this works. 100% how mine works.
Yeah, but if you see, I'm looking at the computer monitor here. If you can see that, the computer monitor, this is where I'm watching the live and all that good stuff. Because what I am seeing is I am looking at my recipes.
Yeah.
Because not all recipes do I have memorized.
Okay. So we got about 15 minutes with the pies. And now we can start.
That's about right.
With the mashed potatoes. Now, the real secret ain't no secret really, but the real secret is the butter. And the amount I use is a large amount. So I use 2 sticks, just like I did with the 6 potatoes, the 6 large ones, I usually use a stick and a half. And check it out. So I use 2 sticks. I'm going to use 2 sticks this time. I'm just going to go for it. Usually I do what Mr. Adams was just talking about, or Barry was talking about. I put a stick of butter in and then mix it in, see if it's good, see if it's enough, see if I've added too much. And then I add accordingly. But this time I'm just going to go for the 2. I'm going to go for the 2. And add the milk and buttermilk accordingly. So I'm going to make sure this gets in there and melts while these potatoes are hot. Start to mix these bad boys in there.
Nice.
So these things are ready. Oh yeah.
Oof. I wonder how many families have a passed down mashed potato recipe.
I don't know.
You know.
I just knew I liked mashed potatoes. You know?
Yeah, my kids love mashed potatoes too, so
This is hot.
their favorite. If ever we're having steak,
Okay.
they want their mashed potatoes.
So I'm going to start by putting in just a little bit of seasoning salt, not too much. I don't want it to overpower anything too much. Notice I didn't have a measure or a fourth of a teaspoon, anything like that. So if I had to guess, I'd say it's about a little more than a teaspoon. If I had to guess.
Yeah, so the pie you want to measure, but
Pie I want to measure for sure. Okay, so in next goes a little bit of pepper, a little bit of coarse pepper. Next, I'm gonna add some of the garlic powder. I don't really want to overpower, do too much like Mr. Adams was talking about. I want to test and see
Yeah, that's one
if
thing.
it's good. The only thing I didn't test was the margarine because, well, I like it. So
That's one thing they say. You can add more salt, but you can't take away
nope,
salt.
yep. You can have more, but you can't take it away. Correct.
So you better not oversalt your food.
Correct.
Oh, lime. That's what I was looking for.
Okay. Next, starting to smell that margarine in there. I'm liking it. Next, I'm gonna have this ingredient because I like it in everything. A little bit of slap your mama. A little bit.
It's a great French fry seasoning too.
Oh.
Even use it on my steak on a barbecue sometimes.
All right.
Nice Cajun steak.
Okay, so we got about 10 minutes for the pies.
Wow, you actually looked at the clock and didn't set a timer.
I said 3:40, so usually I do use my phone or say 1 hour timer or whatever. If I'm, doing something, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah.
I'm watching TV or something while the pie is cooking or something like that.
Oh wow.
Okay, all right. So this is. So I got these. Now I'm gonna add basil.
Again.
Did it die again?
Wait.
That's fine.
The blender still worked. Oh, of course, because you already turned off the stove.
Yes, I turned it off. Yes.
Like,
I turned it off. Yes.
I'm like, what? That makes sense now. So wagon lit, 3000.
So I'm going to add a little bit of basil.
Asking you if you ever tried to mix mashed potatoes with mashed cauliflower. Wagon lit 3000.
Have I ever mixed mashed potatoes with mashed cauliflower? I have not tried it yet. I've tried mashed cauliflower, but I haven't made any mashed cauliflower yet. And mashed cauliflower isn't bad.
Mixed it too. Interesting.
I've never mixed it. Never tried to mix it.
Oh yeah, and let's see. I gotta get the name better over here. There we go. Angeline Aguiar. Angeline.
Hi,
Welcome.
Angeline.
You don't know her.
I know. Hi, Angeline.
You know Angeline?
Nope.
Oh.
But I see your name on there.
But I just didn't know. I didn't know. I thought, what?
Nope.
She was in my Math 3 last year.
Nope.
Second period. Angeline, welcome. Hope you're enjoying Two Dads Cooking. Oh, that reminds me. Tomorrow is Father's Day.
Yeah. I forgot. That's how we forget even us. Because my son reminded me yesterday.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, actually, my buddy reminded me today.
Your buddy reminded you.
Keenan, shout out to my buddy Keenan. He reminded me today was tomorrow's Father's Day. And I forgot. And then my son's like, sent me messages. Hey, we have the restaurant reserved tomorrow for breakfast. I'm like, perfect.
Nice.
So breakfast tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Angeline, for stopping by, watching the live.
Okay, so got some whole milk. Now, usually, so I'm going to be adding whole milk and I'm going to be adding buttermilk as well. A little bit of buttermilk, probably, I guess, 1 part whole milk, half of that for buttermilk. Whatever I add for whole milk, I'm obviously going to add more whole milk to it. Now, it doesn't have to be whole milk. It could be fat-free. It could be 1%. It could be 2%. I'm just going to be adding whole milk so I can get sort of a heavier cream, close to heavy cream without it being heavy cream or whipping cream.
Yeah.
So this is the one where he's definitely talking about where you want to watch. You don't want to Don't want to over add. This is one thing I don't want to over add or do too much of. As I put this together, make it too thick. So let me go get the buttermilk. Buttermilk.
Thanks very much for the support, Angeline. Glad you're here and watching and enjoying. Appreciate you being here, hanging out.
Okay, so just a little bit of buttermilk. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this up. Trying to get all this in and make sure it's nice and whipped and all around. Getting all these on the side that don't want to be part of the party. Lift this bad boy up. Here we go. Okay, a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Just a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Don't want to do an exceeding amount. There we go.
Good job.
Okay.
Looking nice and smooth and creamy.
Yep. And the last thing I'm going to put in is the onions there behind me. I'm going to put in some green onions. I like to put those in last, so it too doesn't take over. But at the same time, it kind of seed on top, so you can see them. Through. And if I mix them all the way in, then it just blend it in. And I kind of like the way it looks if I get a little onions on top.
You're okay with raw garlic flavor? You're okay with raw garlic flavor?
I am okay with raw garlic flavor.
Before I pot it in.
And I put it in here, but not this time.
I'm just want to make sure before I put some into this salad, just make sure that you're not averse. I know people who are adverse to raw garlic.
Oh, no.
Imagine that.
Good. Okay. And now I'm going to take some of these green onions that I cut up earlier. I'm going to add them to the gravy. Take these in. Mix. Chop.
Yeah, I gotta make sure you mix it good.
Salad's looking good over there. Let me
Taste test, you know.
Taste test.
The mark of a good chef. Take a taste. You need a spoon?
Yeah.
Or
Here's one. Here's one.
Oh.
Here's one. I'm okay.
There we go.
All right. Okay.
Little Mediterranean style tomato, cucumber, feta salad.
Butter's doing its thing. Let me just make sure to get these parts off the side.
Oh, crap. Lost one.
So in case y'all miss it, that big, wonderful secret ingredient, of course, is margarine. Margarine.
Margarine, not butter.
I use margarine if you want to call it a secret, but I can use butter. But you can use butter, and I use butter, but I prefer in margarine, imperial margarine.
Sure. Growing up, that's all I got.
That's all we got. That's all I got. Imperial margarine, baby.
You know why we're the
I thought
margarine?
that was butter. Where I'm from, I thought that was butter. Like, this is real butter? What's this? I got to restaurants and some other places where they had real butter. Like, what's this?
Yeah, well, you know, part of the FDA back in our day said butter was bad. So out came these companies to make margarine. So we grew up on margarine.
That's where we learned where companies and places here, I'm not going to, you know, some agencies, powers that be, will promote some things for the purpose of promoting. Why do I know that? Because we got butter back.
Butter came back. Oh, and then there's the whole, if you want to read up online about the whole sugar controversy.
Sugar?
Woo!
Okay. All right. Okay. Let me rinse this off again. Let Mr. Adams have a taste, and then
The sugar versus fat controversy. You can go look up, read about it.
441. All right, we need to take those pies out.
Oh,
Take those pies out.
essentially the sugar people lobbied, or not lobbied.
Perfect.
They funded studies to see what was making America fat, and what did they find
What was
out?
making America fat?
Fat was making America fat.
Fat was making America fat?
Sugar had nothing to do with it. That's right. So why do we have lots of sugar? Because the sugar companies.
Because the sugar companies lobbied and said, no, we're losing money.
So here's a quick peek at the cucumber, tomato, feta cheese salad. Middle Eastern flavors. We're gonna put in the refrigerator cool.
Okay.
You keep cool while we. You're gonna put those just out.
I'm going to put those on the stove over there. Too.
on the. Oh, okay.
Over here.
You're gonna leave them out in
Yes.
the air, not in a refrigerator.
Oh, no.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Out and not in a refrigerator. Perfect.
So here is pie. Here's one of the pies. You can see it. Looks like a smiley face or a crown, depending on what you got, and that's usually how it breaks.
Woo.
So it's gonna cool. So it's gonna cool off, and then this is gonna set. And as you can see, it's all puffed out now, and it will be set, and it will lay out flat. So you'll be able to see it later. Your oven cooks nicely, Mr. Adams.
Oh, thank you. I had to replace it.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Adams.
Yeah. You want me to
Please.
have a taste?
Yes, please.
Before we actually.
Yes.
That looks beautiful in there.
Yes. Tell me if it's too salty. Tell me if it's too buttery.
Not too salty.
Tell me if it's too buttery.
Not too buttery. I mean, it's a nice creamy butteriness going there.
Yep.
It really tastes like mashed potatoes with a little extra seasoning to it. Some nice flavorings in there.
Yep.
It's really good mashed potatoes. It goes nice with any kind of a dish. Kind of like that spare ribs. We're not cooking spare ribs. Short ribs.
Yep.
That we're cooking.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Go back. That's got 17 minutes. Now for the last dish.
Put some of this stuff away.
Oh, where did I already pick them up? Yes, I did. What are you looking for in the refrigerator? Where are they? On the counter. That always goes, isn't it? It's the old age. The old age, Joan. No. All right, so if you ever noticed in my kitchen, a lot of people's kitchen, or if you go and try and buy cutting boards online,
Yep.
they often come in colors. Why do they do that?
That's the meat one.
So you don't cross-contaminate your food. Like the meat here, you don't want the meat juices mixing with your raw vegetables. Otherwise, you're eating raw meat.
See, that's something that, I didn't really grow up with till later.
Yeah,
Found out about it later. Again, shout out to my son Jordan, who tells me these things.
Oh, nice. You have a son, Jordan, who tells that for you.
Yes. He's
Nice.
like his daughter. He's a baker. He's going to be a baker.
Oh. Does he watch the Great British Baking Show?
I'm not sure. I will ask him. He watches the Great British Baking Show.
I love that show.
Here's your
On my flour.
yeah.
We're going to put it back in the fridge in a bit.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You got it from the fridge.
So we'll set up the mashed potatoes. And if you're wondering, yes, it does happen with this cooking show the way it works. Sometimes we eat food cold.
Cold?
Well,
You said we eat food cold.
room temperature. Let me put it that way. Room temperature. Because what happens? Well, we're finished. It doesn't always finish cooking right away. Sometimes you don't time your food correctly. Sometimes.
Well, I mean, we got a cooking show going.
Yeah.
I imagine usually you time yours pretty correctly.
Yeah.
I know I time mine pretty correctly, but
Yeah. But in the cooking show,
yeah, in the cooking show.
doesn't always. But sometimes we eat a little. I mean, room temperature mashed potatoes is not a bad deal.
It's not. The mashed potatoes will be good.
Now, see, the good thing about Chef Diori asking to make those beef ribs, short ribs, recipe in the link, by the way. The good thing about him asking for that recipe is that it doesn't matter when I finish everything else. Those will still be warm because they're just going to sit in the pressure cooker. When the pressure cooker is done, it's going to turn off and put it on and keep warm for me. So it doesn't matter when that gets done. And the pie.
The pie is gonna, needs to cool off. So.
Oh, you brought your own to-go boxes.
Yeah. Take this home to.
Of course. The fam, right? Yep. Nice.
Kind of like, you better bring home some. I know you're not gonna sit up there and cook and not bring any home.
Oh yeah, you better
not have anything for me.
You better take one of the whole pies home.
Oh yeah, definitely one staying here and one's definitely going to. Well, Yvette knows, so.
Gotta take. We can't eat all that.
Yeah. Take one to Yvette.
Nice.
Yvette's getting one, and she knows it.
Ah, very nice. You might also notice I switched up knives. Same thing with the don't cross-contaminate your food with cutting boards, and same with knives. This is my meat knife.
Oh.
Don't cross-contaminate. So I don't have any other vegetables to do. I do have cheese to grate. Oh, we'll use a special cheese grater.
This is great, Mr. Adams. I appreciate your letting me share some time with you cooking, and
my pleasure.
Makes time go pretty. Makes time go well. Makes time go well.
Yeah. So for the longest time, we've been roommates. I guess you call it roommates.
Sort of. We go in each other's room.
We've been not sharing a room, but we've been not roommates. We've been neighbors.
We've been adjoining neighbors.
Adjoining neighbors. That's what I was looking for. We've been neighbors for so long that, I missed my Diori time. That time when we get to
just busting the door. What's going on? What you doing?
Hang out.
Yeah.
Hang out, especially when we used to hang out
Meet
before
up during
school.
prep periods.
Yeah. It's a good time. So it's great to hang out in the summer because I never see you.
Correct.
During the...
This should be enough, yeah?
Oh, that's plenty.
Okay.
Although I will say my son loves mashed potatoes to death.
Oh, good. Okay, I hope.
Okay.
Okay, then I might leave one of those for you.
No. You don't need to. I'm just saying.
That's funny.
He loves... And it's not French fries. It's not baked potato. It's not fries.
Oh, he loves potatoes. Well, he doesn't like...
It's not fries that he wants. He wants the mashed potatoes with his steak. He wants the mashed potatoes. And that's just what he wants.
What you got here? Garlic?
That's garlic powder.
Garlic powder.
The Costco, because we use garlic powder so much.
Yep.
Garlic is like the second most ingredient in our food.
Yep.
Followed by onion. Well, onions first, garlic is second.
Yep.
Anyway. It's beef first, then mushrooms. Then we set that aside. Oh. Sorry, Teddy. We're going to do it all beef and mushrooms today. All beef and mushrooms.
Can't wait for the... Getting excited for the ribs, Mr.
The ribs? Yeah.
Excited for the ribs, Mr. Adams.
They'll be done in 10. That should be they should be nice and tender. When I've done it before, I hope it's the way I've done it before. They're fall to the bone tender, melt in your mouth. Flavor.
Looking forward to it, Mr. Adams.
I hope they come out the same.
Looking forward to the ribs.
I hope they come out the same as they have. I haven't made them in a long time, honestly. They're not an easy cut to find in the stores. Or at least they're not. Sometimes they're cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
Where'd you get these from?
This is a Stater Brothers. Stater Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to get them from Superior actually, where they were like $5 a pound.
Good cut of meat.
$4 a pound on sale. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, let's go. It's nice on sale stuff. Nice on sale stuff. So I said, it's a cheap cut of beef. I'm all about the cheap cuts of beef.
And doing them and dizzying them up.
And making them worthy, like steak worthy. That's the thing, making them worthy of, a good, nice steak level. So that's what we're doing here. All right, that wasn't hot enough. Bring it up. So this is not an expensive cut of meat. Top sirloin. I'm sorry, round sirloin or something like that. Mm-hmm. Round sirloin, thinly sliced. But it's still steak. Actually, this is the kind of beef I grew up on. Mama never bought the filet mignon. Never bought the...
Yes, he said we can go get jobs and find that.
Never bought...
Mom said you can get a job and get your filet mignon.
Never got the ribeye. No New York. None of that good stuff. No T-bones.
We had them for special, very, very special occasions.
Special? Yeah. No, we never got the good cuts of beef growing up. It was always saving money, trying to get having the wonderful top sirloin on the barbecue. I must say, there's two funny things about growing up with my mom. One thing is, steaks were always well done. For the longest time, I thought, man, I don't like steak.
Shout out to my daughter-in-law. She likes her steak well done. Period. That's it. Point blank. Period. Whatever.
Oh, I cook well done too. I mean, I cook well done because I very much like well done. We used to think, man, I just don't like steak. Until I started getting it medium in the restaurants. I'm like, not so bad when it's medium.
I used to get a medium well.
Medium well. It's a little bit of pink.
Yep, because the pink, I was like, bleeding, this, that, and the other. Until Jordan made me a steak medium.
Medium.
And the way he does it, makes his steaks, he leaves them out 45 minutes. So make sure they're room temperature dry.
Yep.
And then season them. Mm-hmm. He just keeps it simple. And he made medium steak. Mm. Inside was pink. It was very pink, almost red, dark pink. Mm. And so I was really skeptical to eat it. Mm. Then I tried a bite. And then I said, I think I'm going to have these this way from this point forward. It was juicy. I was expecting it to be something else in the middle other than juicy, but it was perfect. It was perfect.
Yeah, my son has become a convert to medium rare steaks. He used to always cook it well done for him. Mm-hmm. So you take this thick filet mignon, and you look at my website, there's a video on it about how we call filet mignon gourmet McDonald's. Because what we found out was for the price of a McDonald's meal for $4, you could buy and make your own at home a filet mignon dinner. Mm-hmm. Same price. So it's gourmet McDonald's. But I take the thick stick, I cut it in half so I could make it well done. And then later you realize, he had some medium rare. It's like, wait a minute. It's so much more tender and juicy when it's cooked medium rare. Yep. And so he's a convert. Yep. Not the rest of my family is it. But the funniest thing though is my daughter. We're back we did a Disney cruise way back when. I don't know, maybe she was 7 or 8. I can't remember exactly how old she was. A long time ago. And the waiting staff were like, what? You want your steak medium rare? My daughter has liked medium rare from a young age. Mm-hmm. They had to double check to make sure. Medium rare? You sure? Because she had one of Daddy's medium rare steaks when he was eating, and she's like, oh, I like that. So she likes her steak medium rare too. Medium rare steaks. In a bowl. In a mixing bowl. So you gotta mix in the onions. Now you notice not much fat came out of this beef because this is a very lean cut of beef. Oh, crap. Thank you.
Actually landed on the brown.
Didn't really
turn over.
Yep.
Landed on its bottom.
Luna Yanes.
Hey.
You can smell it from here? Wow.
Who said that?
Luna Yanes, do you have a student of yours?
I'm not sure of Luna Yanes.
Don't know? Yeah. Luna.
Not familiar. I remember the name Luna, but not Yanes.
Yeah. Let's turn that down again. Maybe a past student. Now, that's the one thing about being a teacher. I mean,
it's a wonderful thing about being a teacher.
Wonderful thing. Students will come by, you get to learn your students, but sorry, kids, hate to break it to you, but in 3 years from now, I don't remember who was in my class last year. Hate to break it to you. I've had 3 more sets of students come through the classroom, 150 of them usually.
Well, for me, the students I remember are usually the students that keep up with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that contact you, email you, text you.
Yeah. Like Sergio, like I don't know who the Go Dodgers is, but if it was Sergio Santos, that wouldn't shock me.
You.
That would not shock me, and that's a former student from years ago. But keep in touch with me, and we keep in touch with each other during the baseball season when the Dodgers are winning usually, and Giants are not usually.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. I mean, if you keep in touch, or if you stop by the classroom again, it's like, you say, "Do you remember me?" And we'll probably say no at the first time, but if you keep doing that, we'll remember you.
You remember? I don't know if you had any of these students come like after COVID, come to you and ask if you remember them from COVID, from the thing, and I'm like, hey, no, I don't remember. You mean your ceiling fan? Put a ceiling fan up behind you, and I might remember you.
I did actually have one student.
You had a mask on the entire time.
I had one student who saw me at Superior shopping. Said, "Oh, are you Mr. Adams?" I was like, "Yeah." "Yeah, I had your class." Like, "Oh, really? When?" "During COVID." Oh. Oh, so you're one of the black screens.
Right. I took a picture. I kept it of a regular day in class with just all the names. All the names.
Oh, yeah, the black screens.
Black screens and all the names.
Yeah, I remember that. The days of COVID.
I said, caught some of the culinary skills, my friend Keenan. Shout out to my friend Keenan.
Campfire stove.
What the heck?
Wow, that's really smoking. Ah, so hear that sound? That means that the beef ribs are done, actually. But the recipe does say to let them cool, let them sit for a while. So we got this dish to go.
2024. Who's reunioning in 2024?
Another one of the secrets of cooking, as Diori's reading through his messages, is
I'm reading to see my friend says he's caught some of the show.
Oh, nice.
Hey, he's sending a picture of us catching some of the show.
Wow, that's cool.
He's got that on his screen. That's his kid. That's his kid in the back. Hey.
Thank you for tuning in.
What's up, Joaquin?
If you're still there.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone who's been tuning in. One thing they say is you can never have enough mushrooms, never have enough onions. Because when you cook them, they shrink so much. Campfire stove going. Oh, well, that's cooking. That's going to take a bit.
Don't worry about it.
It's time to grate the cheese.
Time to grate the cheese.
Ooh.
Cheese. Time for Mr. Adams to grate the cheese.
Another Cutco knife right here. It's a specially designed cheese knife from Cutco.
Shout out to Cutco.
Yeah.
Cutco doing this thing.
Look at that. Cut right through the plastic wrapping. I love it.
I don't have one of those. I've always wanted one of those.
A cheese knife?
A cheese knife.
Yeah.
Give me a cheese knife. Mushrooms are looking really good. Golden almost.
See the other half. I think this will be enough. And the home stretch now, just this last dish to finish up.
What's this one?
This one, I learned from Cooking Light, now defunct magazine. Don't exist anymore. They called it a pizzadilla.
Pizzadilla, that's what it was.
Now you can of course put your own ingredients that you want. The basic idea is you put pizza ingredients inside a tortilla, cook it like a quesadilla, and then add a pizza dipping sauce. Now I'm lazy, so I just use a store-bought one today. It's usually what I use anyway. I use my daughter's favorite store-bought sauce. Spoiler, it's not Rouse. And if you watch other like people, they'll always say Rouse is the best.
Rouse.
Oreos. And you can get Rouse at Costco. We tried it. We didn't like it. So we use a little bit. I think it's Prego.
Mm-hmm.
We like Prego.
Yep.
What bottled sauce do you reach for when you go to the grocery store?
If I'm using spaghetti sauce?
Yeah.
I don't know the pizza sauce. Which one they use? I use Prego. I use Ragu.
Ragu, yep. It's another popular cheap one.
I use the, you know, a good one? One of the good ones was the store. What's the store? I forget. It's a store one, though. It's a store brand one. But it's a store brand one garden style. There's a store brand one garden style, and I forget which store. I think it was Ralph's. Pretty sure it was Ralph's. So I'm going to go with Ralph's.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the Kroger one. Not sure.
Mm.
And
Kroger is Ralph's brand.
And the garden variety garden one.
Uh-huh.
And there was the meat sauce.
I see. So we speak the same language. We speak the cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap store.
Oh God, they got other store, but I tried the not cheap ones. I tried the pricey ones.
Yeah.
As a measure, if it was on sale or something like that, I tried to try them, and it was like, seriously, what am I missing? Why?
Oh, whoops! I didn't plug it in. Yeah, I know the.
I'm like, seriously. So what am I? I'm seriously, I'm spending more money just to say I spent more money. It's one of those things.
Oh yeah, that's. I'm not surprised. I mean, but I've seen lots of cooking channels. Not going to name any names. Well, actually, maybe. Epicurious for one. And we'll continue after the noise. I'm being lazy.
Crazy. Nice.
Amazing.
I've only seen that contraption on TV.
One of those gadgets that
Never seen that gadget.
I've tested his kitchen and put a review out there so you guys can see how it works.
Nice.
Use it for cheese because that's what it's made for. Anyway, so Rouse. Like Epicurious, got like the top culinary chefs of Italian cuisine, and they're tasting these tomato sauces, and naturally they all like the most expensive one, the best.
Right.
That's not me. That's not Mr. Jones, apparently.
That's not me, and it's not me either.
We're not the only ones, though. I've seen other shows do the same thing. All right, now for quesadilla, you want to have it low temperature so that the tortilla doesn't completely burn before the cheese melts.
Me, I'm a old school. I do it right on the stove, right on the.
Oh.
Let me shoot. Sorry, Mr. Adams. Okay, edit that part out. Just because of the Just burn the hand. And then turn it over. Sorry about that, Mr. Adams. Family friendly show. Sorry.
Family friendly, yeah.
Sorry. Don't take us off the air.
Only 8 people watching. It's not like it's gonna. I mean, we got up to 11 I think I had 14 for a while. So, as it winds down, people leave and it's fine. But we're up to 9. Back to 9. It's cool. Thank you guys for all of you who are following.
Thank you everyone for saying apologies for the.
I don't worry about that.
For the subpar part.
So let's see. But
I'm old school with my tortillas, quesadillas, and whatnot. I just
Really? You put it right over the flame?
right over the flame.
Wow.
Turn it over. Just keep turning it till I see a bubble. Turn it. See a bubble. Turn it. Put one on top. Turn it. Put the cheese in. Turn it.
Wow. Yeah, spoon will work. I'm gonna spoon that out. Oh, sorry. There we go.
Looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, so if you want to do the pizza quesadilla, which the magazine coined as, well, they basically said steak mushroom pizzadilla was what they called it.
Yeah.
They taught you how to do the steak, how to do the mushrooms to it. These are actually a lot drier than I usually do the mushrooms because this stove is really hot.
Okay.
So when you cook mushrooms, unlike my gas stove over there, it doesn't get as hot. So the juices come out more. But if you do a really high heat for mushrooms, they do not, the juices don't flow out. They just somehow, I don't know, evaporate, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, so you put the cheese on, and you do whatever pizza top you want. And you could do pepperoni pizzadilla. Or pastrami
Looks good.
pizzadilla.
Salami pizzadilla.
Salami pizzadilla.
Dry salami pizzadilla.
And I have salami.
Dry salami. Favorite.
Yeah, the only thing you're missing is the pie, no, the pizza pie crust. That's what I'm saying. You know, the pizza crust. You know, didn't Taco Bell do a
Mexican pizza?
Mexican pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have that seasonal.
Mexican pizza.
You want some tongs?
Actually, I should have used tongs before, shouldn't I have? I do have some tongs, but I use them on the beef, so I gotta rinse them off. Oh, you're learning my kitchen a bit, huh?
Try to familiarize myself. So the red is for the meats and the green is for the veggies.
Yeah, that's for the not the utensils, but for the cutting boards.
Yeah.
All right, need a little more oomph. It's not cooking quite fast enough. A little more oomph. You'd be surprised at how hot these campfire stoves can get.
Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you, Chef Diori.
Yeah.
We're looking for the cutting board. The bread cutting board.
I'm still cheap with cutting boards. I'm still kind of, yeah. Old school. I got different cutting boards, but I just got the same cutting, the different colors. I mean, the same colors, but different cutting boards.
Different cutting boards.
And I'll take 3 different cutting boards and use 3 different cutting boards for different things. But maybe I'll try color coordination.
We just bought it, like, you come in a pack of 4. They're not that expensive. It's like $12, pack of 4, those plastic things.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. Plastic thin. Basically, the idea behind the plastic thin cutting boards, you're supposed to put them on top of, you know, like one of these thick, where you're using wood cutting board, or whether you're going to use a plastic cutting board. You're supposed to put them on a thick cutting board. Wow, that's so much better. Little appetizer.
Still very warm.
Your pies, yeah.
Yeah, still very warm.
They'll cool off by the time we.
They'll cool off, but I wanted to show
Oh yeah.
people see it's
Absolutely.
not bubbled up anymore. See, it's kind of flattening out.
Come on.
It's kind of flattening out. It's not really bubbled up. You usually get what I call a pie scar in the middle.
Mm.
Yeah, but these bad boys are done. And that is my signature dish. That is my signature dish.
Signature dish. Yeah, I knew it. A little bit warmer. There we go. Ooh.
That looks good.
Yeah, my crispy.
Perfect.
For some reason, my family doesn't like looking toasted.
You don't like it looking toasted?
Yeah, like when it's like a really dark brown.
Good.
I like it dark
Toasted?
brown.
Toasted, yeah.
Yeah, I like them dark brown.
I'm gonna use the restroom.
Yeah. Go ahead. Perfect. Funny thing, let's see. There it goes. Beautiful.
See, that's how to do. That's how it's done.
Casey is one of the easiest things to make. Quesadillas. Let's load this one up. Should we put it on the flat surface?
All good.
You know, my son, though, he doesn't like mushrooms.
Yeah.
He's actually come around.
It took me a minute to. I didn't like the texture or the feel of mushrooms and whatnot, and unless it was on a pizza.
Oh.
And then once I had it in some other things and sauteed, I was like, it's pretty good.
You know, taste changes over time.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Won't be long now. So we got about 3-ish. I'll go 5 minutes left. I'm always underestimating how long it takes to get stuff done.
Of course.
I'm always like, I start dinner cooking around 5 and we're done like 7. It's like, what happened? Didn't anticipate all the things. Actually, on the cooking live stream that we're doing here, I always know it's just going to take longer.
And we always give yourself time to do it. Always, yeah.
That's why we started at 3.
Yeah.
Because I knew,
yeah.
there's no chance that, it's only going to be an hour or an hour and a half.
Right.
This dish is done. But, we sit here, we talk, we enjoy.
Absolutely.
Have some fun in the kitchen.
Learn about some more items as far as, putting a foil around the crust of a pie so that it doesn't brown.
Yeah.
Shout out to Barry Adams.
Yeah.
Shout out. And whoever told him that.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful piece of information.
See how it's looking. So now I don't want to touch this side because it's been on the pan already, and that's going to be really hot. But I can touch the opposite side, which cooled off.
Yep.
Wow, that was not on the pan. Beautiful. I'll show that to you in a bit. It's at a good temperature right now. Ooh, this one's really full.
Let me help you with that piece right there.
So how's that beef tasting?
It's good.
It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
You do want to eat it when it's warmer though, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So it got flavor.
Mm-hmm. Finished on both sides, nice and brown and toasted. Oh, that's going.
Don't forget to show them the inside if you can.
Show them the inside,
Like sort of.
like a taco.
Yeah, there you go. Check that out.
Gooey mozzarella. Mozzarella is really gooey.
Absolute.
You want a cheese pull? There are 2 secret cheeses I know of. There are probably others, but mozzarella and fontina.
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 I just saw that cheese today.
Really?
For the first time, at least the name.
The name.
I was at Ralph's buying the items that I was bringing today, and they have the Parmesan grated.
Yeah.
Now they used to have the Romano with the Parmesan grated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And now they got 5 cheeses.
And
one of the cheeses was Fontina cheese.
Oh.
So they had 5 cheeses: the Parmesan, Romano, mozzarella, Fontina, and one more. I forget. They had one more. 5 cheeses.
5.
I said, that's too many cheeses for...
The 5 cheese blend.
Yeah, that's too many cheeses.
But you know.
But I saw that for the first time today, Fontina. So it pulls, so it's a puller. Nice.
Yeah, it is. And it is. But one thing I usually try to avoid is using the pre-shredded cheeses.
Shred your own cheese.
It's according to Guy Fieri and other chefs that I have heard, basically what happens is to keep the cheese from going together, like if you shred mozzarella and then put it in the refrigerator, when it comes back out, it's all clumpy.
Yeah.
Yep. So what the companies do to try and keep it from that happening, they add some like potato starch. And that does keep the cheese separate, but it also has a side effect of making it more difficult for the cheese to melt together completely. So if you want your cheese to melt,
So it's doing its job.
yeah,
in and out of the refrigerator, it's doing its job.
Yeah, it's doing its job when you're cooking.
Right.
So that's the thing. So I usually, if I'm going to make sure, if I want melted cheese, I don't buy the pre-shredded. I mean, I have bought it, but not always. Oh, there it is. See, and I can touch the other side because it cooled down while I heated the backside.
Good stuff.
All right. So that's the appetizer. I think it was Leo's appetizer. Boom. That's off. This is still really hot. So I'm going to be very careful when I move it. Move these forward.
You should be able to touch those. They're all right.
All right, yeah, I'm not worried about touching them. I'm moving. Yeah. So I want to keep the hot pan in the back, so you don't have to reach over the hot pan to grab your pies. I'm gonna move this out of the way, but I gotta be careful because it is really hot. It was on fire. You saw the fire. Mm-hmm. It was on fire, so we're gonna move it out. Oh, I gotta disengage the butane containers. There we go. So it doesn't accidentally start again. Disengage the butane. That cool over here. Off camera. All right. So all the foods are done. Now what's left to do is picture. Well, actually, I do want to cut these. Sometimes I go half, sometimes I go quarters. What are you feeling today?
Halves.
You feeling halves?
I was halves. I was halves initially. My first thought was, it was gonna look good. Halves.
So it's kind of a half.
How do you do quarters? How do you do quarters?
It's
quarters just down the middle and half
quarter
and half,
and
half
a quarter.
And half?
Yeah.
Half and half.
Yeah, I've done quarters. Now I've done this with the pizza cutter before. You don't need that. Just a nice big knife. Boom. Oh, look at that. Right through the middle.
Perfect.
Making a shot. What looks like right through.
Perfect. Perfect.
The melty cheese. The beef, the mushrooms, and you can put whatever ingredients you like. Make it your own pizzadilla. Or maybe just make quesadillas instead. It's up to you. Have you ever heard of this Mexican restaurant called, what was it called? Is it Rodrigo's? I think it's Rodrigo's. Kind of a chain in
Sounds familiar.
Our neck of the woods.
Sounds familiar.
Well, they have a chicken and Ortega chili quesadilla my daughter loves. Tried to recreate it, haven't been able to do so yet. Oh. I call it chef's privilege, like when the scraps fall off. You got a little chef's privilege there yourself.
You saw me.
Chef's privilege. The tasting.
You saw me.
I saw you.
You left the piece on the side.
Yeah.
I couldn't leave a piece on the side.
Like little cheese scraps there.
Yeah.
Where does it go? In the mouth. That's where it goes.
There it goes in my belly. Get in my belly.
In my belly. Oh, that's a throwback.
You seen the character? You seen him? You seen Austin Powers? Get in my belly.
So there you go. Look at all that. Okay, so we're gonna.
That is beautiful, Mr. Adams. Barry, that is beautiful.
We are going to turn off the up close camera. At this point, we're not going to use anymore. Okay, we're already. Okay, switch. Boom. There we go. Up close camera is gone now. Now it's picture time. This is time where, we set up all the foods. I take pictures of it. The thumbnail will change.
And then we say, we bid y'all adieu, and then Terrence all this delicious food.
Oh, no. We got
right? We don't bid them do?
We taste it in front of them. What do you mean?
Oh, we make them watch us?
We make them watch us. They got to know what it tastes like. They got to know.
So you want me to bring one of the pies over?
Is it ready?
To cut?
No,
to eat?
To eat. That's my question.
You could use another 10 minutes.
All right. So
no, actually, you know what? Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
Making these in the beginning and starting to make these, I'm one of those. I gotta eat it now.
Oh,
right now. So
yeah.
I'm one of those. So you could cut this, and it's gonna be warm, and you'll enjoy it.
Oh.
You'll enjoy it, but usually I wait until it cools and goes to the next day. But if you can get one at the right warmth.
Oh, fresh and
hot,
kind of like bread, fresh hot bread.
Kind of fresh hot bread. Kind of like fresh hot bread if you can get a good piece. Yeah.
Or like when you take that pie, or you go to Polly's Pies, or those pie places, Marie Callender's, and they ask you, "Do you want it warmed up?"
Do you want it warmed up?
Do you want it warmed up? Oh, I see you asked for a cherry pie. Do you want me to warm it for you? And then they ask you, do you want to have ice cream on it?
Okay, what do you say, lady? You're like, Hey, what part of, how many times I got to say yes to you?
All right, so those you've been around for, you know what this time part of the show is for. It's for taking the pictures. I'll be taking the pictures of the food. These are the pictures that go onto the thumbnail. I use the white background, so you kind of know that when it's alive, it's on the white background. Kind of funny. The black table is when I do the cooking demonstrations. So today, though, we have a special way because we're going to have our guest chef take a picture with his own dish. Isn't that wonderful? We got to take a picture of all of them, and then let's see. How does that look? There we go. Oh, that looks beautiful, Mr. Jones. You plated that very well. So here you go, everybody. And let it focus in on that. It takes a bit for that camera to focus. I'm too close, I think. There we go. Oh, there you go. That's the picture of the... All right, so we got to get a picture of Mr. Jones now. Which one do you want to do first? Hold the pie.
This is the signature dish. This is the one everyone asks for.
The pie?
Yeah, everyone asks for the pie. This is the one that everyone asks for. That's the one that's expected.
All right, so we'll do... Oh, that's funny.
Well, they're both expected, but that one is like at the dinners. This one is for whatever.
So I'll get first just a picture of the pie on its own. Ah, beautiful. So I showed them what that looks like. I haven't taken your picture yet with the pie, in case you're wondering.
No problem.
Let it focus in on that. Beautiful. Look at that pie. Look at that picture. That goes on. That's not what goes on the thumbnail, though. What goes on the thumbnail is this one. So I want to hold the pie. Maybe you can...
I got it.
Should you hold both at the same time? You can... No? Okay. All right. Let's get the... Got to zoom it out a bit. Switch the flash. Okay. Should come out beautiful. Put the focus on the pie. Just kidding. Focus on your face. And there you go. Let me try one without the flash. Let's do that one more time without the flash. Right. See if it's better or if it's different. See what it looks like without a flash. Try to figure out where's a good place.
Where's the one with the flash? Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it's all right.
That's all right.
It's all right.
Okay. Just looks like it's nighttime, that's all. That's all right.
I'm trying to, because I do have, that's what the lights here are for.
Yeah. So you want to have to flash?
That's the point, yeah. Do you like the flash version better or the?
Let's see both.
You want to do both again?
Yeah.
All right, mashed potatoes don't show up very much in that dish, but that's okay. It's always like that. Do it again, and boom. Wow, you have such a good smile.
Thank you.
Ah, that one came out a lot better.
Yeah, so I see that one. That one does. That's the flash, and that's flash.
That was flash. That came out better.
That's good.
Let's do the pie one again. We can do a better pie one.
You think so?
There's that one. That
right.
Somehow that one.
Maybe it's the pie.
Maybe the
pie is taking over.
Could be. And go. Let's see.
The pie
that's better. That's a better one.
See, that's not now. It doesn't look like it's nighttime.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened the first time. That looks pretty good. Yeah. That's what I was expecting the first time. Take a look.
Good stuff.
Chef Jones. Oh, that's not what I want to see. There you go. Chef Jones.
Chef D-or-E.
Chef Diori.
Chef D-or-E. Like Boyardee.
Chef Diori.
Chef D-or-E.
Chef Diori and his... Now you... buttermilk, that's it. Buttermilk pie.
Buttermilk pie.
Or what was the other name you called it?
No, I didn't call it. It's the chess pie, but that's a southern thing.
Okay, southern.
I don't think it's the same thing. But everyone from the South sees it. Many people, many folks in my family and family members see it, and some of the older folks see it, and they go, "Is that a chess pie?" And they say it right out the. And I understand this is popular. Chess pie is popular in Texas, but this is, of course, I said my grandmother. Shout out to Leslie Armistead. Louisiana. She showed me how to do this. Sat down with me one night on the couch and just told me what it was. I wrote it out, and now I'm the one that does it. And because she'd made it one time, and I just said, I love this pie.
Thank you to you 7 people who are still here.
Bless your hearts. Thank you guys for joining us today.
All right, so I'm going to bring out.
Appreciate y'all.
So give Chef Diori a chance to smell.
Let me just get a whiff.
And hope it's going to fill the room. The steam's going to go out there. So.
Let me just get a whiff.
If there's any steam left, we'll see. Yeah, there it is.
I can smell all that. I can smell the braise.
All right, this is, he asked for 3 dishes that I never brought to work to him, so these are all new flavors for him. All right, let's go. This serving plate, you gotta take out the beef parts first. There it goes. Maybe the beef's already fallen off the bone.
Looks like it. Looks like it's been in the cooker. That's one right there. It's off. You see this one? It's off. I said that one's off.
Oh yeah, that's
not even on. I don't even see it on the sides anymore.
Yeah, so sometimes when I take them out, the bones are just not there anymore. I think I made this dish once before on the stream. I'll let you see it up close. I'll be nice. There you go. There you go. Look at that. You guys that stayed for a long time. There you go. This is what it looks like after it's been in the pressure cooker. Is it fall off the bone tender? Let's find out.
I'm looking at one that might have already fallen off. That one.
Let's take a look.
Yep. Let's see. Is it still on?
Is it on?
It's hanging on. Nope.
Nope. Look at that.
There's the bone.
Look at that. The bone, it just came right off the bone. It's not even on the bone anymore.
Look at that. Look at that. Oh. We're going to eat these?
Yes.
We're going to eat these?
Yes. Now, I will tell you, though, I usually when I make these, and I didn't do it this time, but usually I have rice. I have it on rice. Yeah. Because Happy Healthy Wife loves rice. Yeah. And the original recipe asks for me to use the immersion blender to blend the stuff in the sauce together.
Yep.
I usually don't. Do you want an immersion blend? I do have one. No? Just leave all the potato and what is it? It's potato, tomato, onion, and carrots. They're tender. So I like to take them out with the bone if I can, but some of them have already fallen off. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, even... Yeah, there we go. Oh, I mean, my video for this on the channel was a long time ago. It's like I haven't made it for a long time, but the flavors of the beef, you just don't get this flavor with steak. Mm-hmm. And not even beef stew. Mm-hmm. Not even beef stew.
Which is good. But
this, if you like beef stew, you need to try short ribs. And this recipe is a wonderful recipe. I don't remember where I got it from, honestly. Usually what I do, if I want to make something new, and we like to make stuff new, right?
Yep.
Don't want the same food all the time. Unless you're like a once-a-year thing, like the chest pie, the buttermilk pie.
Yeah.
If you do it once a year, it's like, oh, you got to have it. Or like for ours, our thing is the 4th of July Jell-O I do. Patriotic Jell-O. That's like, my family has to have that every year. Mm-hmm. They just want it because it's so good. This is like, so you're always trying to find stuff new though. On a daily event, you don't want to have the same thing every day.
Yeah, which is why I try to mix up different style seasonings and try to put something else in. These ones I've done, I didn't do anything really new. I would say the one that's less used was a Slap Your Mama. I hadn't started adding that to it. But everything else is... But I get it. But all those seasonings, the basil, I've tried parsley, I've tried oregano, I tried other things in the mashed potatoes. It's been pretty good, and they've all been good. But again, it's really not. It's the margarine. That's the mainstay. That's the. That one's not going nowhere.
The one thing I always say though is. I say recently because I recently started thinking about this more is that, some of my favorite dishes are ones that I just learned like within this year, starting with 2024. Two of my favorite dishes, jambalaya and this new harira recipe I learned.
Yeah, but it's because it's hidden. You'll in 2 years from now.
Oh yeah,
jambalaya will be.
Yeah, you can't make it too much, otherwise you'll be sick of it, and then gotta find something new. But how do I find new recipes? Just go online. I mean, I look at 5, 6, 7 different people's recipes, see which ones have the ingredients I like.
Yep.
Maybe combine a few of them together. Oh, I like this ingredient. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll add some basil. It's like, oh, we don't like oregano.
What is this?
That's the. Let me see.
What is this?
What's what? Oh, that's a bone that fell off.
What is this?
That's the small one.
Wait. What is this?
That's the one baby one.
What is this?
Chef
baby
privilege.
one? No, chef privilege.
Chef privilege.
What is this hanging on the table?
Chef privilege.
What?
They could.
But yes, no. But Mr. Adams, Barry, I hear you as far as when you're talking about doing or getting recipes online. It's how I got greens. It's how I made candied yams. It's how I made lots of different items from different sites. I wish I knew some of the names. I would definitely give them shouts out.
Yeah,
if I could remember their names. But turkey necks, really good stuff. The collard greens guy. I gotta remember his name. I forget his name, but he's from the South. He lives in LA. Always wears a Dodger hat. Good dude.
Dodger hat.
Yeah,
and he has good food.
He's from the South.
Oh, okay.
From the South. So,
okay.
But he wears a Dodger hat, so I forgive him for that because the food's good.
Dodger hat. I hear that, and I know that's a big nuh-uh.
Yeah. Well, so if I'm making the food, and if I'm going with him with this guy, then food's got to be good, right? It's got to be good.
Yep. Watch out, might splash a little.
All right.
All right, now a place where I can actually take out the goodies. Yep. The one that fell off. Now, usually my family likes to gnaw the bones, but this bone is clean. There's nothing left to gnaw on this bone.
I know. Look at that.
It's clean.
If you had a dog, his dog would be your best. Well, that's why man's best friend. It would totally be your best friend.
That bone is clean. All the flavors are already in the soup for that bone. All right.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
All right, so one thing we got to do with this.
Don't forget, so one more thing to take a picture of.
Yep, there's also the refrigerator thing, and
that's what I'm talking about.
Yep, let me see. There's a spoon because I want to ladle this.
To taste it.
Over. I'm in a ladle. I haven't made this in a while. Glad you brought it up. It was like an old favorite. It smells good. I mean, it's interesting. It's like one of those that I don't really think about that I want to eat, but I know when I have it, the beef, just the flavor in this beef, and I hope it's as good as always. It's just phenomenal.
Yeah, I would do the same thing with the pie. I hope it's good as always, but you know what? After so many, you just kind of, it's going to be. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to it because the way you talk about it and the way you talk about the flavor, I think it's going to be good. Definitely smells.
Hope so.
Definitely smells good.
Smells good? Oh,
definitely good. Smells good.
All right, so now, I got to take a picture of this one and a picture of the salad, the cucumber tomato salad. One of my favorites, actually. My family loves that salad. I'm glad you chose that one. I can't remember. Was this, you probably don't remember either. But so I went on the menu place. I had some called quote unquote family favorites.
Yep.
So do you remember? Did you choose some that were and some that weren't family favorites? I don't remember what you chose. I don't remember what I made family favorites. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. I was just curious. And I call some of them family favorites because, well, my family loves them the most. Those are the ones we make pretty much all the time. Once you're going to, oops. Let you take a quick look at that.
Check that out. Can you see the steam? Can you smell it?
Oh, this is dinner.
I hear footsteps.
I hear some stirring upstairs.
I hear some footsteps.
All right, now
it was the clock.
No, that was upstairs. I can hear them.
Yeah, I heard that now.
I hear them sometimes. All right, so I'm gonna move. This is just the sauce. So it's a little too full. Let me undo some of that. Okay. These bowls are interesting, these ones. It's hot. You can hold the bottom.
It's hot, you can hold the bottom?
Yeah, because the bottom has a little lip on these ones. This one, not so much. Yeah, so my wife likes the rice with this because you can put this on the rice.
Yeah.
Good flavor, but I said, Chef Diori is bringing us some mashed potatoes to the table. I think it'll pair nicely with the mashed potatoes. The nice gravy that we have here, if you will.
Yeah.
Will work nicely. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. It's not too hot. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Chef Diori.
Slide over.
This is the dinner table. So you can't see the dinner table because that's where all the recording equipment is. I know we're kind of winding down and maybe you're antsy, maybe you turned off, maybe you paused and maybe you're, what am I going to say? Maybe you're fast forward now, 2x speed. I love the 2x speed of YouTube. Catching up to live, wherever you are. Glad you've waited all this time because it is, well, after a couple of pictures, time for the taste test. It's almost ready. You want some rice? We'll get that after the stream. Oh, I was going for the camera.
Don't forget the picture.
I was going for the camera in the refrigerator. Oh. The camera's not in the refrigerator. We gotta get the wonderful salad. Oh, I love your pairings, Chef Dior. I love your choices, your pairings.
The colors, the smells.
This is going to be a good dinner.
We got brown. We got brown. We got some red. We got some green.
The other thing is this.
We got some sauces.
Is not a dinner you can get in a restaurant. I don't know any restaurant that serves short ribs, personally. Do you know any, Mr. Jones?
Probably one of maybe the Asian spots. I think the one I mentioned, not the Asian spot, but the Brazilian steakhouse.
Brazilian steakhouse?
They might do short ribs.
Oh.
They might do short ribs.
Did they do a picanha? I'm not sure. There's a special cut of Brazilian beef that if you ever watch Guga.
Oh, I don't know.
There's a special cut. Yeah, I don't need that. We're just gonna the salad. And it's time to do a little taste test. You can go in any order you want. What are you gonna start with?
Let's start with the salad.
Salad. Beautiful. All right, so I'm going to show them the pictures really quickly. And if happy, healthy daughter and happy, healthy son are watching, or if happy, healthy wife can let them know, it's taste test time.
Are they all coming?
Not happy, healthy wife never shows up for the taste test. Well, she might show up, but she won't taste test. Let's put it that way. But yeah, no, unless they fell asleep. But we'll see if they come down. It's up to them. I'm not going to worry about it, whether they come down or not. So, all right. It's time. So usually what we do is you
just go in with our hands?
No.
No. Just go in straight?
No. So you give them a taste and you describe the flavors.
All right. Let me get a cucumber and let me get a tomato. Same time.
Try the flavors.
Same time. A little bit at the same time.
Yeah, let's get some of this.
Look the way this smells. Fresh. Light. cheese. It's good stuff.
It's good.
It's good stuff.
You like that one?
It's good stuff. It's good.
Yeah. Got the crunch.
I like that
You
one.
hear. You probably heard the crunch from
That's why I
the
say fresh.
cucumber,
Fresh.
the tomatoes. You know, usually I do the Roma tomatoes, but I've really come to like those cherry tomatoes in this instead. It's a little different feeling.
Good stuff.
It's good. The cheese gives a nice little texture to it.
Okay, next I'm going to try your pizzadilla.
Pizzadilla, absolutely. Let's bring out the pizzadilla over here. Bring out the pizzadilla. Something we've had a lot in our family.
Try that pizzadilla. Okay.
Yeah. Now we get a plate. You're probably not going to eat the whole thing right now, so let me give you a plate so you can rest your... We're going bigger plates. Those are the bear plates. Those are fun plates. We're going bigger. Let's go these. There you go. There's your plate for dinner today.
All right. Try your...
Bottled sauce, by the way, folks. That is not a special sauce. I didn't go that fancy. Yeah, it's different on the campfire stove, though.
Let's go with the sauce. It's good stuff with the sauce. It's good. You're probably going to want to eat this, you know. I'm going to have another bite.
It's that good, ladies and gentlemen.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, with this store-bought sauce.
Store-bought sauce, yeah. You don't have to be fancy on your sauce. It just has to be something you like, right? It's my daughter's favorite of the pasta sauces.
Good. Good. All right.
Yeah, you taste the beef, taste the mushroom, the cheese. It's like pizza, but
All right, let's get that baby.
uh-oh.
That pour that, you know, that it was alone. It was on the side. It was, you know, with the lines and they pour a little antelope on the side. You just, you know.
Sure you want?
So let's try that one.
That's the one you want?
Well, let's try. No, it was just for us.
All right. Okay.
No. It was just for us. Let me go ahead and get.
Whichever one.
I just grab that piece there. Right in.
Whichever piece you like.
I'll grab this piece here. Try one of these.
You want a fork?
No, just right here. It's falling off. Let me see.
I know if I choose a small one, Happy Holy Wife will be mad because
she wants a smaller one?
That's what.
Oh,
that's Happy Holy Daughters. Fall off the bone tender. Look at that. Look at that. Came right off the bone. Oh. Cut it with a spoon.
Aftertaste. The aftertaste.
Aftertaste.
When it stays in and lingers, the after. I can bite into this, right? Tastes good. Tastes good. But then the flavor sits. For me, it's sitting. For me, it's sitting, and it tastes good.
Gonna dip in the sauce too.
Tastes good.
Adds more flavor.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Very tender.
That's good stuff.
And don't get me wrong, it'll still stick in your teeth if you have gaps in your teeth.
Oh, it's sticking in my teeth now, but
but
it's good.
It's tender, especially the fat part that just melts in your mouth.
I'm telling you, this the after, and that's it sits.
The after sits.
I like the way it sits. It's not too salty. It's not too peppery, but the seasoning come in. They come in and hit. It's good stuff. I like it.
You like it?
I do like it.
You had short ribs before?
I do like it. Yeah, I've had short ribs before.
Probably not this style.
They're good. They're good.
Good for
Now,
okay,
you
good.
get to try that. Well, you've already tried it.
Ah,
Now you want to try the pie.
the pie. Oh yeah, we got to try the pie. I forgot all your pie.
Do you want to wait until afterwards? So this is dessert. You don't have to eat the pie now. It's dessert. Or do you want to try the pie now?
Get our viewers what they want.
You have to.
I think they want us to try the pie.
All right.
Right?
All right.
We tried the mash. Do we need
Yep.
to try the mash again? Maya, Triana, thank you for talking.
I know her.
You know Maya?
Wait. Myra Triana. Yummy. Hi, Myra.
I don't know.
I'm back. Did I miss the butter pie presentation?
Oh, you're back. Do you try the mash again? Or
12 out of 10. Oh, I haven't tried it yet. No.
Try the mash again. And then, yes, I am going to force Chef Diori to give me some of that buttermilk pie,
Okay.
whether he wants me to or not.
No. That's up to you. That's totally up to you.
We're going to do it.
All right.
Mash.
Here we go.
So the mash.
I'm going to heat this up, but I still think it's good.
Oh, wow.
I think it's good.
Wow. It's very creamy.
Well, the margarine. I'll tell you the secret. There's no secret.
It's very
The
creamy.
secret is no secret. It's the margarine.
Very creamy.
Is there enough margarine in it? No, I need another
Wow.
plop.
A lot of spices in there.
It's good.
It's a really good mash. You're gonna have with any kind of dish.
Mm-hmm.
So how are we digging into your pie?
All right.
I mean, how are we doing it? Are we gonna cut it? Are we gonna spoon it?
Let's cut it.
Let's cut it.
Let's cut it.
All right.
Give me a cutting knife for a pie.
I actually have a special pie cutting knife. It's both a pie cutter and a spatula, so you can dish it out. You want to share the same piece of pie?
Yeah.
All right, let's share the same piece. We're grown men.
I mean, since we're just tasting it, since we're just tasting it, right?
Yeah. That's what I mean. I mean, you cut one piece out, put it on a separate dessert plate. Oh, look at that. Oh, you know what? I need a picture of that.
All right.
I need a picture of that one too.
All right.
I'm gonna clear some of the stuff away a bit. Oh wow, you're dressing it up for me.
No.
No, I mean that's what that's the right thing to do. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's the right thing. Dressing it up.
See how look at the crust on the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and when it's warm like this and it hasn't set or anything like that. See how it has a difference, kind of a difference in color,
Yeah. Color gradient.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good piece.
It's a good piece.
It's a good piece. It's a good piece.
So it's come out the way you hoped.
It is coming out the way out.
Is it? All right.
I mean, I don't know we're gonna cut into it now, so yeah.
I gotta find the flash. All right, click, and boom.
Okay.
Oh, it looks so good in that picture. I'm not gonna show you.
I'll look on it.
You'll see it online.
I see it online.
Visit happyhealthywife.net to see it online. By the way, as we're about to dig into this buttermilk pie, I am waiting for this. I've been waiting for this buttermilk pie.
I've been making this for years. You haven't had any ever?
No, I've never been in one of those.
What are you talking about? I bring it to the all the time.
Yeah, I'm not in part of those potlucks. The ones that maybe one. I think there was one time you had it. There was like everybody had a pie. It was just. But I am just waiting to dig into this pie. It looks very good, and if you want to come onto this great cooking festival, let me know. Hook it up. I'll hook it up. Yeah. Oh, it's warm.
It's good. This one's good.
Oh, that's a perfect temperature.
It's pretty good. It's a perfect temperature. It is.
That is a perfect temperature.
It is. It is. You have to eat it now.
Oh my gosh.
You have to eat it now.
Oh, that is. Oh, that is.
So I guess you have to cook.
Wonderful.
You have to eat your dinner, and you have to have this cooling. And then right at the cooling, after you eat,
that
temperature.
It's
Perfect
a
temperature.
little warmer than room temperature.
Mm-hmm.
Not burning your mouth hot. It's
Yep.
like if you're having hot cocoa, it's the perfect hot cocoa temperature right now. Oh, it just melts in your mouth.
It's good.
How to describe the flavor? If you've never had buttermilk pie before, it's similar to a custard.
Similar to a custard.
That's
another thing.
A custard, a flan. It's very similar, but
That's another thing.
I'm going to tell you this. Oh, that flavor. Oh, wait, I got to get some more of that.
You had a piece.
Let's try. Let's see if I can get a better description of that flavor. That's all you put in it. Oh, that is nice.
Mm-hmm.
I can see why your family is always asking you to bring a buttermilk pie. Oh, it's creamy. It's flavorful. Oh, I like it.
Hi, Jaslyn.
That. Oh,
I see Jaslyn Valdez joining us.
Man. That is that's gonna be a great dessert to our dinner. So you've seen our dinner. You've seen what we've made. You can repeat the same procedure and have these same flavors. Your table, you like something you see here, go for it. Make it. If you are interested in joining me and becoming a guest chef, a guest home chef, showing me your specialty dishes, having a taste of my beautiful bounty, and I'll get to taste your one. Oh, this pie was excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Hands are
Diori. I don't care about that.
But thank you so much for having me on.
So much.
I appreciate your time. I appreciate you for letting me on today, and I can't wait to forgive me for this, y'all. But I can't wait to sign off and.
I'm.
It's like I'm feeling like a kid now. So when do we eat? When do we eat? But it's good.
Chef Diori brought the dessert. That is a wonderful pie. I am jealous of you. Was it Yvette?
Yvette, yeah.
I am jealous of
She's
Yvette
gonna get
now.
a whole one. Yeah, she always has me make a whole one because she knows I make two, and I'm like, she's like, you making the second one? Who's getting the second one? So usually, shout out to Krista Bailey. I usually give her one, but Anna Benitez, Miss Benitez. Shout out to Miss Benitez. She always asks for one too, and she's pretty aggressive about it too. That's right, Anna. I said it.
I understand why.
She's pretty aggressive about it.
I understand the fuss now about your buttermilk pie. I am so glad you chose this to be your signature dish. And now you guys have seen how to make it. And soon you'll have a recipe on the website. Again, so if you want to join, bring over your signature dish. Let me taste something that I've never tasted before. Now that's something I feel like I might have to make now. Might not be as good as Chef Diori, since he's been making it for years, but it'll take some time. Over time,
well, that's how it's done. Well, that's how you do this. You try, you prepare, you try it, you get a good one. And I'll say the first few I made were pretty good, but it's nice to be able to hone in on something and get good at the craft.
Get perfect. Yeah. I'm again, my pleasure for you sharing this with me. I am so happy that you brought this pie. This is heaven in a plate, ladies and gentlemen. This is heaven on a plate. Not a pie you get in Southern California.
Not a pie you get in Southern California.
You do not. No, Polly's pie is not. Marie Callender's
pie.
No.
Marie Callender's not going to have it. Polly's pie is not going to have it.
Grocery stores, not at all.
Grocery stores not going to have it.
Not even frozen. No, this is not a pie you can get.
Not even in the ice cream places where you get it.
So thank you so much. I'm very glad you came over, and I'm very glad we had this episode. And it's time for us to eat. So it's time for us to say goodbye. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Everyone who chatted, everyone who gave us money. I am so appreciative that you are here, helping out, watching the stream. You guys are awesome. And whatever you contribute, even just watching contributes to my channel and contributes to the funds to get more food out for you, to get more people like Mr. Jones here, Diori Jones, Chef Diori coming over making food for us. And maybe someday when I become big like Guga, I can bring maybe Guga in here and he can have his signature dish, or Bobby Flay or anybody else who you love to watch. It could even be Cooking with Babish. anybody you know, even small-time YouTubers. Wonderful. Come on in, enjoy time with us, and have a great meal. We will see you guys. Oh, I will see you. I'm not sure what Chef Diori is going to be doing, but
I'm going to be eating. I'm going to be eating something. I don't know if I see you. I'm gonna probably be digging into something.
And I will see you in our next slide. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we will see you